With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams.
When you
Oh my fucking God. Your lunch with Mary.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
So chase greatness and start understanding that he's going to make everybody better.
Tape never lies.
I don't want to see your tape breakdowns if you cannot show me things that are negative about a guy that's on your current team.
Hashtag chase greatness. Hashtag take that.
Keep it 100.
Because I'll make this one more time clear. Caden Whitlow, cut it.
Keeping it 100.
He is the best quarterback I have ever scouted on tape.
The Chicago Bears select.
Guess who's back? The two dudes that kept it real. Dynamic duo that you love, the smartest man at Dr. Phil. Breaking down the film, never a problem, kick it straight. Most shows focus on stats, we focus on the tape. We keep it in 100, never running east or west. We coming with that truth, cause that's what our fans expect. Cut off the fake and anchor, moving forward to be free. But don't you worry, Shane's got the dumbest tweets. It ain't no secret, Phil and Shane got some haters. But now they're mouthed up like the true and now and latest. Debaters, draws get kicked like Coach Tabor. Cuts had to be made, we added a barber moderator. Up and down, boys got you double checking. Sad sacks strolling like a fool drunk texting. Flexing on the truth cause you know they'll never change. Real, recognize real, that's what you get with Phil and Shane.
Give me some fucking names. We have two fucking games.
Fuck a play or a captain, all of the up there. The tape never lies, the truth you see. We laugh, we analyze, so there's no babies like Maybelline. Straight to the truth with acumen and facts. We got a stat nerd, but he's not just giving nerd stats. Car crash, big impact like trip stat. Every Wednesday night you got the smartest man Phil back. Now we know you're smiling like a fat kid with fun dip. We're back better than ever and we're keeping it 100.
Keep it 100, baby. Keep it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it
man.
100.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what is good, TTNL family? It's your girl Cherie, aka Lady Bear.
Oh, Cherie's happy. I'm happy.
Aw, Thomas. Stop it.
I got it up.
Wednesday night, y'all know what it is. Y'all in the right spot. A lot of stuff going on in OTA and rumors floating around, but of course, we got the two experts here to clear up all of this confusion and mess, and they definitely gonna get right to it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring them in.
Hi. There you go. Yep. I like it.
Hi, Shane and Phil.
Here we are.
We're here.
America's number one team.
Yes.
America's team.
Official. It was in Albert Breer's Monday morning quarterback.
Monday morning quarterback and podcast weekly.
Yeah.
TTNL number one podcast on the Chicago Bears. Give it up, Cherie.
In the world. Yes.
Let's go. As long as Cherie's happy, I'm happy too, Thomas.
That's right.
And Steph. Happy wife, Happy life, gentlemen
Not
and
always
ladies.
true. Not always true. But anyways, what are we talking about tonight?
We got a lot to talk about. I have something I gotta say. I don't know if we
The
start.
people been waiting for it, so go ahead and let it rip, Phil.
That is how I feel.
Devin, who do we get?
Who do we get?
Well, I'm gonna slip my version of tea while you rant.
Well, it's been a long time since I could say the blog boys have shown their face. The frauds have been out and they've been they've been kissing cousins of the blog boys. All throughout the offseason, we've seen and dealt with a narrative about Caleb Williams, the person, the human, the actual quarterback that delivered on Saturdays or Thursday nights, and whenever he suited up to play. Shane, Cars, Coach Atoshin Sr., myself, watching the tape, Big Steve Edwards, we recognized the reality of what the Chicago Bears were getting with the first overall pick, and we went over it and over it and over it again and again and again in regards to what the fucking tape had to say versus Justin Fields, the former Bears quarterback that we all know what he stood for here at TTNL. Now he's the #1 kick returner in Pittsburgh. And the reality is there's been a lot of fucking frauds out there talking about watching tape of this quarterback, and they were wrong. That's simple. It's reality. It's a frustrating one at that because they were lying to you. Now they're backpedaling like Deion Sanders and Shadur Sanders and whatever other son he's got on that football team. I think the other one plays corner. But their backpedal is hard, right? So now we get this. We watched 1920, which is probably, and we're going to talk about it tonight, but I just have to say, is probably the most, it's like pulling back the curtain of Wizard of Oz, and you're seeing, wow, the tape never lies was really step for step with the GM and the football people in charge now at Halas Hall. Because that's what it is, Shane. It's football first when you watch 1920. Even the punter sounds like me saying, I got to get out of here with that punter because he's that good. Here's your GM saying the same goddamn thing. I wasn't there. I was saying it on our show. But we're step for step there, right? So now the prognostication of me is like all these good things happen for the Chicago Bears and the fan base. Like if you're a true blue, navy, blue, orange, and white, then you are excited about the future of the Chicago Bears and what is going to happen come August and September. But I just knew it in my heart of hearts that the fucking blog boys were going to come out. So now we're going to go into practice. We're going to go into practice and we're going to wait and scribble notes that is going to be anticipation of letdowns. I'm not smart because they're going to go out of their way to rip into someone to get clicks, mind you, and create fake rumors and false narratives just like they were doing leading up to the draft. And then we have Bears fans around the world, even what do you call them? Migrators and personalities of, quote, Bears fans that film themselves and act like they're upset or create a parody song in the phrase of Ditka, whatever the fuck they do, right? They're all piling on this bullshit narrative. I had people texting me this report that somehow Caleb Williams got benched because he threw 7 interceptions and fucking practice with no pads, helmets, and shorts. And people believe this shit. Just when you think they can't be dumb enough, the media aggregators and these fraud boys and all of these other people have to have, and don't say it's not true, because it's 100% true. Because I see these dumbasses on my timeline. I get DMs from them, and it's not even in the vicinity of truth. Your head coach is a question mark, right? I've said this many times. He's the one thing that I have a concern about. He has already announced Caleb Williams as the starter. There's no competition. There's no Mike Glennon. There's no Andy Dalton. There's no Jake fucking shitty attitude Cutler. There's no Rex Grossman versus Kyle Orton. There's no fucking competition. Tyson Bagent is competing to be the backup quarterback. That's his only competition. Caleb Williams is the best quarterback to walk through Halas. Is there going to be growth? Is there going to be growing pains? Yes, it happens with everybody. But to put this narrative out there that somehow a check down is a bad thing, when as a coach, I could go into a meeting with my defense and saying, I want you guys, he ripped us apart yesterday. I want you to take away everything and force this young buck to choose the check down. Make him choose it. Because if he throws it deep, we are going to intercept him all day. And I want him to learn in fucking May that he's got to make those things. And when he goes out there and throws 8 checkdowns, I'm not going to be the fucking nerd typing up the goddamn story that we got a guy that's checking down. He's he's checking down. Now you've got the Swifties of the world, all his little fucking blog boys. Now we're all going to write stories about practice and almost intercept. Almost interception has never, ever happened in my lifetime of football until I saw Chicago. Oh, there was an almost interception by Jay Cutler. I remember it vividly. I go, what the fuck is an almost interception, Shane? Shane, what, 2014?
You know how I feel about stats.
Stats are for losers. It's ridiculous. We're not grown enough in winning, a culture of winning. We don't know what it is, that we're going to rely on some of these idiots to give you. They gave you 10 minutes of practice to watch, and narratives are being brought out. Stop writing the dumb shit. Oh, but I put a little perspective on it. He was missing all of his starting receivers. Doesn't matter. Almost interceptions don't exist. Don't write about them. Me as a coach, where do we make mistakes, gentlemen? Practice. Why? We're human, right? Where do we learn our most? Through our mistakes. This is where it happens. The reality of what you're doing here in Chicago is creating a losing culture by default, because you're only broadcasting negativity. You're pumping up positivity. It's going to be great. We're going to be winners. We're going to be winners until you're not. Until a practice session did you write the story how he ripped to shreds the first team defense the first day? No. You wrote about the checkdowns, the almost interceptions, and the incompletions. Guess what? I was at practice. Bears versus fucking Patriots. Tom Brady threw 7 interceptions that day. That Bears D looks great. They get into the game. Tom Brady throws 0 interceptions, throws 4 tutties. And that's the story, because it's where the game matters. You make mistakes. You're learning. This is a young quarterback. You got to tune out these idiots on the radio, on TV. They have an agenda. They have an agenda. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this losing culture. I'm tired of a losing fan base. I'm tired of losers broadcasting that they fucking know tape and football, never coached, never played, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. We learn from our mistakes. Caleb Williams, 22 years old, quarterback, starting first overall pick. The Bears have never had one. First overall pick, quarterback of the Chicago Bears, happens to be the best quarterback I've ever scouted. He's going to go out there. He's going to chase championships. That's his goal, to be great. To be great, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to not win every game. You're not going to win every rep, but you're damn well going to pick yourself up off the mat and continue to fight. So I'm asking you, the fans, the real fans, not the frauds, not the guys that, you know what, I listened to him and I listened to that one. No, yeah, listen to them talk bullshit and rock over the cliff like a lemming. And just keep jumping in the water. Follow everybody. Just sheep, just jump in the water, because that's the losing culture that was. You want to win? You start understanding practice doesn't fucking matter. Practice makes perfect. We will continue to bury this narrative until the cows come home, because it's so important that you understand what month we are in. We are in the month of May. Caleb Williams, last time I checked, boys, Yurkovich and company, he still has no contract. He has not signed his deal yet. So for him to even be out there is a showcase of how serious he is, because I can remember certain quarterbacks, rookies that didn't have a contract, didn't even show up to OTAs. This kid has done everything right. Everything. Let's applaud that. Let's not go into this fake narrative, fraud mongering bullshit. And let's stay in our lane and let the goddamn football play out. Let's let that play out. Instead of listening to guys like Mike North that are going to dig into your fears and put it out there, the contrarian point of view, to get a rise out of you. Let's not do it. And that is my rant, Shane.
We got a bigger strip.
I have a big strip.
Yeah.
Fired up. I don't know how many minutes I went, but James Hunter might have been right.
Well, our intro's is like 17 minutes, so it was about a minute 42, according to the YouTube comments. But oh man, I get it. Albert Breer torched him just like you just did. You know, they were there, and who says that all of that is not scripted to make him struggle in a practice?
Exactly.
You know, you can see all of that. Things happen, and does it change my outlook on Caleb Williams? No, not at all, because you know what? If he was there, or if the media was there for the open period when he lit everything up, they would have wrote about it, and then but they would have put a little asterisk by it. Let's not forget that this is OTAs and none of this counts. They didn't do that. They don't do that on the negative stuff, because like you said, they want to put the fear out there and everybody. And listen, we're a beaten fan base. We're a beaten franchise. So everybody's automatically assuming the worst. So that's why, like, when you bring up people like Mike North or guys, you know, that are going to poke the bear to get a reaction, that's fine. You know, that's made them millions of dollars in a great lifestyle. That's for them, but that's each individual case is different. That's just a fact. That's a motherfucking fact, y'all. You know, stamp it.
Yeah, it is.
Caleb Williams is not Mitch Trubisky. Caleb Williams is not Justin Fields. Caleb Williams is not Rex Grossman, Kyle Orton, Cade McNown, Steve Stenster, Moses Marino. Who name them all? He's not them.
Caleb Haney.
It's going to
Steve
come down.
Walsh.
It's going to come down to the front office. It's going to come down to Caleb Williams, and it's going to come down to the offensive coordinator, the offensive line, and execution. They're all going to take a hand in this. But he is day one the single most talented quarterback that's suited up for the Chicago Bears in my lifetime.
100%. 100%. We talked about it leading up to the draft. We did it with David Kaplan. I think we did it with Courtney Cronin. I know we did it with Steve Edwards, Olin Kreutz. We looked at Bears quarterback Caleb Williams prior to him being the Bears quarterback. We just called it like we knew it.
Yeah.
And versus every quarterback team in the league, just their quarterback that they have or Caleb Williams. And 26 out of 32 teams would take Caleb Williams. But the Chicago Bears fan base had this virtual world of fucking fantasy land of Justin Fields being something he wasn't.
Put it this way. If the Pittsburgh Steelers had the number one pick in the draft, guess who's their quarterback?
Caleb Williams, yes.
Exactly.
And we gave that when we went to Pittsburgh, Caleb Williams. Philadelphia Eagles was a flip of the coin.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. You said definitely, Caleb. So,
just
it's one that was a tough one.
Yeah, he's injured, but when you incorporate the money and everything that comes into it, yeah, I think that they would do it.
And
but I want
every person I know that is in the division that's a fan, whether it be the Vikings, the Packer fans, they are nervous because they know they are the ones that were on the East Coast. We told you, like, yo, you guys are getting Caleb Williams. Like, it was just a layup for everybody here.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we're still holding out. And don't say for a minute that the Fields clan wasn't a part of this. I saw this dumbest thing I've ever seen. I sent it to Ivan, some fucking guy talking about
the Instagram one.
Instagram one.
You sent it to me. Yeah, I saw
sent
that.
it to you. I go, this is the world we live in. It's got like all these likes on it as if this guy's reporting something real. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I feel bad for like Sandy Tom and Scottish Bear and guys that are across the pond that just deal with sensible reality, that somehow here we got to deal with fucking people like that. Yeah. And I remember Ghost of whatever tribe, Judah tribe, he used to be in the chat every week. Apparently he's got his own thing.
Yeah, he was.
Bring him back on. I'll bring his ass on. He's out there pulling the same bullshit that I'm talking about, the contrarian stance to make a name for. That's the other dude, Mason, all of them. Other people are trying to catch lightning in a bottle, and they bet on the wrong side because they don't have football acumen. Those other guys, they're hilarious. They're a joke. But Weird Al had a joke. He made parody songs, and that was his lane. Maybe these guys are just parody bullshit football fan. So watch their shit, bet the opposite, and you'll win. I gave you the glitch. There's your secret. The ghost of Bayesian.
But Ivan was sending you and I texts earlier today, and I'm just going to take you through. This is a rookie
I had to
year.
catch up on this
for a quarterback. So week 1 of his rookie year, 3 interceptions. Week 2, 3 interceptions. Week 3, 2 interceptions. Week 4, 3 interceptions. Week 5, 1. Then 2, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. That's a rookie year. He had 2 weeks out of a 16-game season as a rookie that he didn't throw an interception. Who was it? Peyton Manning.
Exactly.
Can you imagine the circumstances of a rookie season like that in Chicago with this landscape? And it didn't stop there, Phil. I had it up here, and let me
there was another one too.
Yeah, but so yeah, year 1, 28 interceptions, year 2, 15 interceptions, year 3, 15 interceptions, year 4, 26 interceptions. Do I expect that from Caleb? No, I do not. But
This is a Hall of Fame football player.
We're talking about interceptions in OTAs,
in shorts, a practice jersey, and a helmet. Almost interceptions. They're not even real ones. Listen to this clown.
Showing in practice the other day. The entire offense expressed significant frustration with Williams, who seemed to not.
So this guy could just go out there, say this stuff.
And nobody was expressing frustration with
nobody.
DJ said we're going to go to hell and back with him. He said, yeah, there's essentially said there's going to be bumps in the road, and we're going to ride through hell with him.
Right.
That's what any good teammate should do. But I mean, this guy said the words that he got benched. He got benched.
I'll
in
say
a practice.
The entire offense expressed significant frustration.
Listen to this. This clown is.
I think you got to hold it closer.
It's not loud. Hold on, I'll bring it.
It's cutting in and out.
I was trying to rewind it.
Benched by the Bears after an exceptionally bad showing in practice the other day.
Jesus Christ!
Williams has already been benched by the Bears after.
Yeah,
he's already been benched by the Bears after a bad practice. I'm like, is this Clown Boy Mason out there? I have no idea who this fuck, but it's got like 6.6 thousand likes. So before you're like, everyone no, people believe this bullshit. That's where we are for. We're the opposite. So fucking frustrating that these people play this game. I don't even know. It's like a whole skibbity giat of bullshit. It's just throwing my son's slangs out there. Sigma that, whatever that means, let's translate it, but skibbity bullshit. We have to fucking find these guys because clearly everyone's going to have haters. If you don't have haters, you're never going to be on TTNL. Oh, Cody, please. Just trying to freaking fit in with the young bucks. I don't know all this skibbity do, dad, skibbity a. Just have a laugh. JFC.
Cherie's even laughing at you.
Exactly. She got a laugh. That's the point of this. My stand-up act, I would do the same thing. I'll send Cody a KFC gift card. My dad wouldn't like you taking the Lord's name in vain. No. Oh my God, it's frustrating though.
Yeah, nah, it is what it is, man. I'm not even gonna sweat it at this point.
It's hard not to. I know.
I know,
but it's hard not to because it's so.
It is, but Phil, the thing about it is, you sit. It's no different than when we do a show every Wednesday night, and somebody tonight will come into the chat, or somebody will come into the comments tomorrow, and they're gonna make a really dumb comment and try to fire me up or fire you up or say we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Just who was it last week? The guy. And I said, all right, hit me up on Twitter. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll hit you up on Twitter. I'm still waiting.
What was his name?
I can't remember. Somebody in the chat will probably have it, but
somebody. Anthony Gordon will remember.
But that's the thing. Yeah, you do. I mean, I got really personal, stupid comments last week. I don't even think I sent those to Cherie, so I'll have to send them to him. I sent the one to you and Ivan about my, family life and stuff like that. Just fucking ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. They're fucking losers that are sitting at the basement in their mother's fucking house, and they're like, I can do what Phil and Shane does. Oh, they're rooting for a quarterback that paints his nails.
Yeah, exactly.
Another guy,
I just know.
I commented yesterday on it. He goes, I've been a lifelong Bears fan, Shane, and I'm finally leaving.
It was a Dante. It was a Dante.
Yeah, Dante, right.
Dante's son.
But yesterday, he's like, been a lifelong Bears fan, Shane, and I can't do it. The Bears go out and they draft a kid that's got a horrible attitude, doesn't love football. He paints his fingernails. All I wrote back was, I'm glad you're fucking leaving. Go. I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit. I would say the same thing to a patron. That we had patrons leave.
We did.
Over this. We had friends on the network leave over this. It's ridiculous.
Crazy. I've never seen any. It's
you
never
up
been
a Lambo, right? No. Didn't fuck any Lambo up.
I've never seen anything so like I've already seen the storm already. Like one bad game is going to turn a narrative. Like, oh, what do you say now, Phil? It's like, do you watch football? Like, I would always, this is what makes football the greatest game. I tell parents this with their kids. This is my speech. Your parents now, everyone, I'm the coach. Guys, I just want you to know football is not like soccer. It is not like baseball. It is not like basketball. Every kid needs to do their job, understand their assignment and their technique. If they don't, they sit over there on the bench and the next kid goes in, because nobody is successful without everybody being successful. Right. That's the reality of it. That's what we're dealing with here. Football is the ultimate team sport. So guys that you could throw out there in the chat, name any punk ass bitch out there that thinks they have a platform and they think they know the game. Here's one right there. Jordan Silveria, James Hunter's put any guy out there. These guys don't put the team into the analysis. PFF sucks because they don't put any team or understanding of what a play is being asked to do and who's blocking. Say we're running inside zone, right? And they come out in an over front and we block it right, and the running back reads it. Linebacker penetrates. The running back cuts back, jukes the defensive end who's getting cut off blocked appropriately for outside zone. But he cuts back towards that, has to juke, and they make a bad grade on the left tackle on the backside because he let his guy. No, he's cutting off. So his job is to do what he's supposed to do. So he's trying to cut off on the backside. That defensive end has his eyes in the backfield, sees the running back, so he gets off of it, right? That's why these guys don't know. They don't know their assignment. They don't know the alignment. They don't know the responsibility. And then you add the teaching part of it. Anybody who's a patron right there, the tapeneverlies.com. We got Washington Commanders fans. We have Jets fans. We have Seahawks fans. We have Philadelphia Eagle fans that are patrons just for the draft and the football analysis and to learn the game of football. That's my goal here. I bring on people that know the game, study the game, that want to learn the game. We bring on
Phil,
invite anybody.
Our name is the Tape Never Lies Network, and I know that you can mix and match it any way you want. And if you are sold on a player, you can see things differently. That two people can watch tape, and those same two people can see two totally different things. That's just the way that it is. So tape can lie for some people, and depending on the
situation. They don't know what they don't know football.
But let's go beyond that. Doing what we do and having the patron base that we do and the rabid fan base, people, I mean, there's people pre-gaming in our chat every Wednesday for Keeping It 100. I was in the chat, like I think Bullets had a comment in there asking where his cookie was at like noon, whatever. But that's the thing, and there's people in there all the time. But what I cannot digest and what I can never understand is why or how do you try to build a fan base, to build what we're doing here, to build your own network, your own show, your own podcast, built on tape study. But then when public pressure is going to come down on you because you may have a different take that consensus doesn't agree with, public consensus, and then you fold and you say, well, guys, we can't talk bad about Justin because he's still on the roster. Well, then stop recording your podcast. Stop live streaming. Stop breaking down tape, because every person that you're breaking down coming into the draft, they're not on your team either. I don't want to see you break down anybody if you can't be critical of your own. That's like being the worst parent in the world, is knowing that your kid is acting like an ass and you need to reprimand him for it and hold him accountable. He's like, well, no, he's mine, so I'm just going to let him run with it. It's the same thing. That's flawed parenting. It's flawed fanning. You can fan however you want, but you can't fan that way and do what we do.
Thank you. You got to say it again, because I think this is the mission statement of the offseason. What we just went through was a civil war of stupidity, really, where the Chicago Bears, your GM, didn't see Johnny Manziel, Barelissimo. What he saw was the greatest quarterback that they have scouted for this franchise. And thus, months prior to the draft, they said, based on this tape, there is no other quarterback.
But do you know why they painted
none
him Johnny Manziel, Phil? Because
zero
people were positive. Greg Gabriel, I've been told. I've been told. Kids' attitudes, the Bears will draft a quarterback, but not at number one. I've been told. Okay, you were told wrong information, clearly, right?
100% wrong.
Yeah, unblock me and DM me that. You and your lawyer.
And then you got all these guys. And
that's the
listen, if
thing,
you can't
man.
take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Like, don't bring my name up. I was right. Bring my name up and tip the cap. Because stop the cap with your bullshit. Because that's the reality of what it is we've been dealing with. So we went through this civil war, right? Lawrence Holmes flip-flopping like he's at Daytona fucking Beach. Pat the designer. All of them. All of them. I don't forget. Lawrence Holmes was the most epic football acumen of bullshit I've ever heard in my life with that.
Well, he was anti-Justin, and then in season he went back to Justin when it was almost clear that they were that the pathway to Caleb was wide open at that point.
When he said you don't,
that's
the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
with Dan Weeder.
Dan Weeder on there, and he said Dan Weeder said when you're at number one, you draft the best quarterback.
Right.
And Lawrence said, not necessarily. And he's like, well, Lawrence, what do you mean? He goes, you don't always draft the best quarterback. You may draft the quarterback that may win you the Super Bowl the quickest. And Dan's like, you draft the quarterback that you think is going to have the best career overall. It's pretty, but it was like he was going out of his way to go against
the
Caleb
contrarian
Williams.
bullshit against Caleb.
Just show me one fact. Okay, I'll give you this. Caleb Williams was an asshole when he stood up at the podium after the game and was very, very short and flippant with the media. He was pissed off. All right, you know what you do? You use that as a teaching moment. That shit's not going to fly in the NFL, Caleb. Boom, it's over. Okay, beyond that, show me one thing where this kid has had a horrible attitude. First, it was his dad wants ownership. Caleb wants ownership. They want to circumvent the rookie pay scale. They don't want to be in Chicago. They don't want to be there. They want to. They want to.
They didn't want to be in Chicago.
Oh, he's
He
not.
wanted ownership.
He's not coming out in the draft because Chicago's got the number one pick.
Chicago's taking him. He's staying in the draft. You ain't even gonna get him. This was all of the people we've named. All of them. You name them, I'll say them. You said Lawrence Holmes. He was one of those people that was saying he doesn't want to come to the Bears. His dad wants ownership. This was beaten into listeners' eardrums over and over. Our guy, we love him, David Kaplan, was fighting the good fight. This bullshit. He's actually calling and trying to find out. He's doing his due diligence, which is what good reporters do. Courtney Cronin, who we also love here on this network, number one beat reporter, Courtney Cronin, on the Bears beat. She's doing her due diligence to find out facts. She spoke harshly on Justin Fields, and people were threatening her, calling her a clown, and you're a woman. You don't know shit about football. You got clown boys in the mud calling people out, being a pussy. That's the reality of what you're dealing with. It just goes on and on. Now the Civil War ends. The facts were given by the GM that everybody loves. Like, it was hard to find anybody that doesn't believe in Ryan Poles last December. I struggled to think of anybody saying anything bad about Ryan Poles in last December. January, once it was very clear that he was trading Justin Fields, or there was Justin unfollowed Bears on Instagram, then you started to see people pointing the finger at Poles. Fucking Poles is going to lose his job. He'll rue the day he ever let go of this talent. Oh my God. That's when it started, right? Then 1920 Drive comes out. TTNL always stood. Caleb, that's it. Goodbye, Justin. Can't wait. I'll be honest. I could not wait till he was traded. I could not wait. I celebrated like the Bears had won the Super Bowl down the street. Asked my wife when Shane called me. I was screaming, "Let's go Steelers." I was cheering for him. Thank you for taking them off our hands, because it's just a done bun. Can't be undone at that point. The Bears are finally getting Caleb Williams. It was just there. Then 1920 comes out. Gotta say, it's the best thing the Bears media department has ever produced.
By leaps and bounds, Phil. By leaps and bounds. And they're finally opening it up. And what is most impressive, and like you and your dad and I talked about this last night when we were breaking down Theo Benedict for the patrons.
Yeah.
It's a tip of the cap to leadership, to Ryan Poles and to Ian Cunningham. There was no chaos. Everything was controlled. And beforehand, it shows you how calculated they are. 122. We're all in. We're all in on this punter, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll do that, and then we're gonna jump back up for Booker.
They already planned that. That shows you right there. But I also want to say this, and I want to shout out Scottish Bear, my boy, and send some positive energy his way.
Absolutely.
As he's going through this. But I'm shouting him out. Kerry Franklin, my boy, a bunch of you. Where's my guy? Ray, Mike Williams, Drew Black. I was trying to hear some of the name. I didn't get to see 1920 Drive live. I was like 30 minutes late to it, but I still watched it live. But I had to go back to the beginning. But apparently, I didn't see the live chat because I was watching on my TV. But apparently, the live chat was just TTNL heavy, praising the work that we've done and showcasing it, how it matched up with what your front office did. Ryan Poles, his number one quarterback was our number one quarterback. His number 2 player in the entire draft was my number 3 player in the entire draft, Rome Odunze. They got him at 9. His buddy, much like Shane, probably talking me out of wanting to trade up. Stay patient. We got to get by. What are the Giants going to do? We got to get. What is Atlanta? I could see me going.
Then, Phil, if you listen to
he was thinking about trading up.
He said, "My gut tells me they're going Rome." He's talking about the New York Giants. And then Ian Cunningham's like, "Well, if Alt goes to the Chargers, and then that leaves," he said, "I think that then Latham to Tennessee, but they would probably be more likely to trade." So that ended up being the wild card. Then he went there. You could see the look of absolute shock on his face but he pivoted real quick. When they said Penix at 8, he looked at Flus as like,
I can't believe this.
But that would have
been me too.
There was no Brad Holmes, the GM in Detroit, jumping up and screaming and chest bumping and going over the top every goddamn pick like they won the Super Bowl. Like, to me, that shit, I understand the meatheads getting fired up about it, but he does it every single pick. So that, to me, doesn't look natural. That, to me, looks scripted. It's just like, oh, I'm going to show them that we absolutely love every pick, and we weren't expecting these guys, any of them, to be there. They do it every pick in Detroit, it seems like. But you saw him even stop. He's like, you know what? Don't send it. Type in Rome Odunze on the card and just hold it.
You got Odunze on that card, right?
Yeah.
But
those little,
it was the best thing they've ever done. And this is a counterpoint to the knowledge that I received from 2 sources that are very in the know up at Halas Hall, that the Bears will 1,000% be on HBO's Hard Knocks. 1,000%. That's better than 100. 10 times. The only thing trying to stand in the way is George McCaskey, George Halas's grandson. George Halas had a vision about the NFL. He had a traveling tour, almost like a circus, for the Decatur Staleys with Red Grange. That's how the NFL was born.
Let me ask you this.
He was born to an audience. He believed that pro football would gain and garner attention because you got a freaking prospect that was so well loved and liked that everybody had to show up to see this football player. And it worked. It fucking worked. And there is no NFL without your grandfather. You and you're small-minded, you're just a fan, but you're not a fan. You're not a fan because 1920 Drive is so great that imagine what Hard Knocks gives this fan base starved for any kind of nugget. There is no other fan base that I know, good, bad, or indifferent, that are like the Chicago Bears. They're like fucking pigeons fighting over every crumb on the street. And I get it because I was that same motherfucking pigeon back when it's the Bear Report that Shane and I have talked about in the 90s. There was no internet, early 90s or 89. We had the Bear Report, Reverend Dan Pompey and young Larry fucking Mayer back to front, read every article, would just study the roster and where every guy went to college. I used to quiz Claudio on it. That's what we had. So now you have all these fans around the world to get a peek behind the curtain. I can't bring my kids to training camp in Chicago. Not everybody can afford that. So you're small-minded, George, when you want to deter. I'll tell you this. The modern-day athlete is not going to have a camera that distracts them. It's just,
no.
You're way too old school, George, to even understand that these guys have been playing with cameras around them their whole existence.
They get final say on everything. They get final say on everything that is put out. The Bears do.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And
Phil, just to go before we dive into the Hard Knocks thing, go back to 1920 football driving. Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all, but it stood out to me when Kevin Warren, he hugged Ryan Poles and he said, "Let me know when I can say a little prayer to the room." Well, then he started saying his prayer and he thanked Patrick McCaskey for providing the funds for the team.
Oh, yeah.
To let them do what they do.
That was a key point there. I forgot about that.
It just stood out because that maybe it's
Patrick McCaskey.
Yeah, it wasn't George.
You're right. There's always little things in the so much.
Maybe Patrick. I didn't look to see. Maybe Patrick was in there, and I did not see George. Maybe Patrick was in there. That's why he said that. But I mean, for the chairman, you know the lead dog, you think that would be, you know, when you're talking about providing, you know, the funds and opening up the coffers to provide them with everything that they need financially, you'd think that it would just automatically default to George, but he said Pat.
I remember real quick just thinking as a child when I chose Walter Payton. Dad's like, that's Walter Payton. He plays for the Bears, 1981 or whatever it was. And you garnered the loyalty. Some of you are lucky enough to be born in Chicago, and that's where your fandom lies. For me, I was lucky to have a dad who was at the time a huge Bill Parcells fan, a Giants guy, and he allowed me to choose what position. And I loved Walter, right? Then comes the embodiment of the Bears fan, and it's the uniform and the history and the toughness and what Ben is talking about, the history of George McCaskey not being the owner. It was George Halas, a fucking angry, screaming at, "Get off my fucking lawn, you fucking Packer fucks," and yelling at people, yelling at the ref. Everything George hates was what his grandfather stood for. And you're 100% right, Ben. And I've quoted you several times, even in life, about this, that they would be afraid to hire their own grandfather because they've lost touch with reality of football. Reality of football is football first. What we're seeing now is the evolution of a front office going back to the Pat McAfee show. This was the biggest moment. It's like, whether you believe we landed on the moon or not, in this moment, for me, when Pat McAfee talks about RG3 and the comments about developing Caleb Williams and Ryan Poles' face when he's looking at Mac, that bothers you, McAfee said. And he's like, You're damn right it does.
Well, yeah,
Because he
his
has
exact
no,
words were, "Yeah, it pissed me off."
it pissed me off. And because he came here to fix that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody else was so enamored with the position, whether it be Phil Emery and Ryan Pace and whoever his Jerry Angelo. They were so enamored with the position, they forget the ingredients. The ingredients is football first. So from what I've seen, more so than any time in my lifetime, is the Chicago Bears drafting football players. Players also that have a love or infatuation with the Chicago Bears, homegrown kids. He was a fan of the Bears growing up. That moved him up a few notches on their list, on their roster. That to me is important. And it's important that we TTNL fans recognize I've been talking about this shit for fucking 6 years. You got to start putting football first. You got to embrace those guys that love the franchise.
Here is the clip that I was talking about where he refers to Patrick McCaskey, and is not, maybe it means nothing. It just stood out to me. It's real. I'll just play the short clip.
We have so much to be grateful for, and just want to thank Pat McCaskey and your family for providing us with the resources to do what we love.
Pat McCaskey
and your family. So maybe it's because he's, I don't know, just
he might be in there. So he's
still, man. I mean, in that situation, I'm mentioning the, no matter what your feelings are, you're to me, you're mentioning the lead dog by name. But maybe it means it means nothing, or maybe there's a transfer of power in the offing.
Well, another thing that I want to point out in this is the general manager using the resources that are going to help provide whatever it is you want. When you're in football, I don't care. The best coaches, if you had a game plan all week and you worked on it, the best coaches are able to adapt when they realize everything we worked on all week, they're doing something different. We got to adjust now. The fucking loser coaches just continue to run what they worked on all week. The great ones, okay, we got to have an answer for this. We did not expect them to stay in this cover 2 all game. Let's attack them and run some power against them. Get adaptability. What also transpired in this video was the Booker trade, right? And your GM asked Jeff King to get on the phone with Philadelphia, your boys in Philly, and see if we could get back in this draft, because we have a plan to get this guy. And not only does he do it, but as Shane pointed out, he does it for less than what it
was Buffalo.
With Buffalo.
Yeah, he did mention Philly because they've made, multiple
Buffalo. I meant Buffalo.
Yeah, it was Buffalo.
They have a good connection with Jeff King up in Buffalo. He gets him on the phone, and he used his team to get something done. Another showcase of a real GM. It's got to go through me. We're going to draft this guy, even though you're calling that guy. We're going to do what I want. We did what we wanted together. That's what football's all about, doing it together. So for me, I've never been a bigger fan of this franchise. Again, when I was on the fucking precipice of losing my shit with this franchise, Ryan Poles has done the incredible. From the moment he looked at Pat McAfee in that face, I knew this guy is going to put football first. He's going to put the Bears first. And he recognized quarterback is the priority to win.
Absolutely. And I think it's important too, Phil, just to go beyond that and stay in the front office. Is, everybody was intoxicated by getting the third rounders, if Ian Cunningham were to go someplace. And yeah, I love the thought of that, but the deeper you get into the weeds on this and you see the way that these guys operate, it might be just it might be the best situation possible if he's just here. And that, again, talking about Bears doing unbears like things, they gave him a sizable raise, Ian Cunningham.
Yeah.
Leading up to the draft and an extension. And that is key. That's critical. Things like that. And it's just, I mean, there's no doubting, he's playing off Ryan Poles perfectly. It seems like when you listen to Ian Cunningham speak, like I said, he's usually got his hat on and it's cocked and locked to the side a little bit, and he's very GQ smooth and very, unfazed. Ryan Poles almost pauses after every single word that he says, and he's very analytical and very calculated with every single word that he says. So I think that's the perfect marriage right there. And heading into year 4 with these guys, I think that is such a great asset for this franchise to have. The third rounders, give me Ian Cunningham.
I'll say this story real quick. If you don't know and you're a new listener, I was lucky enough to go on a journey with the Chicago Bears, fly. I think I'm the only person in all of Bears coverage in regards to shows and podcasts, is what I'm talking about, to actually fly and travel with the team. In that journey, I have a lot of stories I've shared about this franchise and how it was run. But one of the real positives was my 30-minute conversation with Ian Cunningham and how we met each other. And Jim Larison, who was able to set this up because of the great guy he is, he can tell you, when you meet someone for the first time and they're in a position like Ian Cunningham, the assistant GM of the Chicago Bears, there's certain levels with which the Chicago Bears, being with Ted Phillips and George, carry themselves. George is very likable. I think he's personable. He doesn't give off this better than thou. Ted Phillips does 100%. 100%. It's disgusting, really, without reason for it. Ian Cunningham was the complete opposite. And this is how it goes. I'm coming down the elevator. We're staying in this beautiful resort in Texas, right outside the stadium. I forget the name of the city. And me and Jim get off the elevator, and they're walking in the lobby area is David Montgomery, and we're talking. Obviously, he FaceTimed with my son. And then I'm like, I'm going to go get a drink. Jim, do you want a drink? He's like, I'll go with you. We walk towards the bar, and there's Ian Cunningham standing there with the guy that's now the contract guy who took over for
Cliff
Stein. And Ian Cunningham is sitting there with a drink, and he goes, "The tape never lies." And I'm like, Jim, can you get a recording of this? I was joking. I go, that would have been perfect, Ian. And then that's how he introduces himself to me, saying how much the tape never lie. And then we had he goes, listen, we love what you do. If there's no accountability towards us, then there's really not a good ability to hold a real conversation, a real analytical approach to it. We respect what you guys do. That is Ian Cunningham. And to have that in your front office in that moment when the Bears, they're going up against Dallas. We actually played a pretty damn good game that game. If it wasn't for the turnovers and the fumble, could have won that game. But needless to say, I left there telling Shane I feel more comfortable with Ian Cunningham than I did Ryan Poles. And then Ryan Poles goes and trades Roquan Smith the next day after the game. And then I'm starting to see that these two are working together so beautifully. And I never got the opportunity. Another shot on the Chicago Bears and Ted Phillips run organization that our guy Jim Larison and my guy Don Fields were there specifically to meet the Chicago Bears brass and all of these players and what have you, and never met the coach, never met the GM. That's a ball drop to me. That's an organization that runs completely shitty. These guys paid a lot of money at the Bears Care Gala to have this trip, a once in a lifetime trip. I was lucky to be able to go. Thank you, Jim, for bringing me. But I will be honest, how they handled themselves professionally was a travesty.
My guess is, and listen, I don't want to say that I've been critical of Kevin Warren, but I'm waiting for something like the stadium, announcement and the unveiling. Like Ivan and I were live that day. I was turned off by that entire dog and pony show, the way that it went. So I want to see some concrete things.
The stadium one.
Yeah. I want to see some concrete things. I mean, he's made a lot of changes, and you and I have talked to a couple of different people behind the scenes and that have said that things have changed. So I would be interested to know if you took that same trip under Kevin Warren's reign.
Yeah.
Who is much more media available and loves the flash bulbs and loves to be out front and things like that.
No,
my guess is it would be a much more pleasant experience in terms of, fan friendliness and getting things. Whereas, Ted Phillips, I mean, just share the story with Ted on the bus. I mean, that just tells you.
The bus is the most embarrassing thing. So you texted
me. You texted me the picture. You're like, bro, look at this
picture of.
I still have it on my phone.
Me, think of me on a bus. It's one of those obviously nice limousine buses with the bathroom and the lights up, the beautiful, comfy seats. Right. So I'm sitting. There's one seat. There's two seats and an aisle and then two seats. Jim is by the window. I'm sitting off the aisle. On the other, right across the way, is Ted Phillips on the window seat. So Jim's like, turn to me so I could take a picture, and Ted will be right behind you. So I turned to him. We sent it to Shane. But here's the story. You're in Halas Hall, and the players literally go through TSA. You walk through
at Halas,
at Halas Hall. So Halas, they have a dog right there, bomb sniffing, drug sniffing dog. You go through the whole thing, pat you down, take your bags. They put them underneath the bus. Everything's been checked. You drive literally. Well, I won't jump to that. So we get on the bus. Now we're waiting for all the players. Everyone's got to go through TSA till the bus leaves. Well, we're sitting there on the bus. I'm following Jim. I'm like, what row, what aisle do we sit at? He's like, we'll just sit here. So I think it was like the 6th row back. So we sit in the 6th row. On the bus comes Larry Mayer. He ignores me. On the bus comes the next person. Then Tom's there. Hey, what's up, guys? Now we're talking with Tom for a minute. And nice as can be. Jeff Joniak, snobby, nose up, walks right by, nothing. Then George McCaskey and Ted Phillips, you could see they're coming with their family. Now they're outside the bus talking for a minute. They get on the bus. Ted Phillips is the first one on the bus. He comes, he sits right next. He says not one word. Ignores that we're even there. Now there's these two new ass people. Who the fuck are these people? Right? You go on the bus every week. It's not like they bring fans and people on their bus every week. Just ignored us. George, to his credit, gets on the bus with his wife. And he acknowledges us right away. Hey, Phil, how you doing? He knew exactly who I was. Comes over, shakes my hand. Let's go. Let's beat the Cowboys. And he said hello to Jim and was talking with Jim and was so nice. At that point, Ted, oh, hi, how are you? And got up and didn't want to be outshined by George. But you could just see the snobbiness, the unprofessional. Even Jim felt the level of, and Jim is so forgiving. Maybe not to Greg, but Cherie enjoys that. But he is.
Oh my God, Greg, droning on and on. Shut the fuck up, dude.
But we could feel the level of contention instead of, hey, what Ian Cunningham is. You guys, I know who you are. They did a background. They had to do a background check of me, my social security. They had to know everything. I had to scan a picture of my driver's license before I could even go on this trip. So they knew everything about it. Trust me. And for him to pretend that we're not there was a showcase of what this franchise is, as my dad, as my upbringing, as everything in me can tell you. This experience showed me why you are a bunch of losers. That's it. And that's the reality of it. Anybody worth a grain of salt on their way to a trip, whether it be an NFL, college, high school, Pop Warner, whatever level, when football is concerned and we're all rooting for the same team, how you doing? Hello. I'm so glad to see. Hey, I don't know you. What's up? How are you? Whatever it is. The fact that you didn't acknowledge us until George had the class, I will say, I'm keeping it 100. George was a gentleman and a professional and understood the courtesy of acknowledging people that are on the bus to support their team that have paid a large price. Now, if you're new here, I'll back up, and we're in Halas Hall, and we're supposed to have a VIP meet and greet. They had a whole I felt like I was in Cancun. If anybody's been at a resort and, you pay for an all-inclusive resort and there's a fucking program guide of your agenda. Jim Larison has this thing. He probably still has it. Maybe he's listening. He could text a picture of it to Shane. I know I'm short, right? It was an itinerary. Get to Halas Hall by 9 a.m. VIP meet and greet, 9:35 a.m. to whatever. It was all mapped out. Go through TSA, 11:23 a.m. Everything was mapped out. Guess what happened? Well, we turn on the TV. There's only fucking soccer on TV at Halas Hall. So I'm making a joke like, here I am at the birthplace of pro football, and I got to watch fucking MLS soccer. It's the only channel that worked.
Phil, I remember being worried for you because of it was your first time, you know what I'm saying, actually interacting and getting close up, with Bears brass, if you will. So I was I was worried about, some of your critiques on the players and how the players were going to, take you and such. So I was telling you, I remember being at Jim Larison's and like, man, Phil,
you saw the itinerary.
Yeah, I did. I saw the itinerary.
You did see it that night because
it was like, it was a whole sheet.
It was printed out. We were laughing.
All down, yeah. It was.
We were like, holy shit, they got this shit all planned out. But yeah, I remember you because Ivan had a few drinks in him that night. He's like, bro, I'm worried about you.
Go home, Dion. Oh, no, that was Patrick.
Oh, but you're right. I wasn't worried about the players at all. I definitely was, to Ivan's credit, I definitely was wondering how George and Ted and company, because I'm like, it doesn't say who the VIP is. I could tell you who it should have been because Don Fields and his wife paid a good dollar to it was a Bears experience. Travel with the Bears to Dallas. You got to choose 3 games. Jim's like, Phil, what games do you want to choose? You could choose to go to these 3 games. I go, Dallas, number 1. I'd never been. Minnesota was number 2 or 3, and then there was another one. And we got Dallas, and I was like, holy shit, this is really happening. This is going to be amazing. The itinerary. VIP meet and greet, 9:45, whatever it was. Guess what happened after MLS soccer? No one showed up. No one came. 0. No VIP, no meet and greet.
Hello, Marge.
Marge was there. Marge Ham. Marge fucking ham and bacon. And she had backpedaling like fucking Swifty with his takes on Caleb. And the reality was it should have been George McCaskey, Matt Eberflus, and Ryan Poles should have been the VIP. Maybe one player, maybe Justin Fields, the quarterback, comes up to. When I say they paid a pretty penny, I won't share it. You just imagine it was a pretty penny they paid for this. It was raffled. It's an auction. There's Marge. And Marge was our handler. So now the VIP doesn't happen. Now that
I put a face to the name. Yeah. I could see all your stories. I believe 1,000% now.
No, Marge is nice. Marge has a good heart. I believe she's in a bad place, like position. But irregardless, I told Marge straight to her face. I go, "This is true story. This is after there's no show for the VIP." And it only took the soccer game to push me over the top. And that's when I go to Marge. I'm like, Marge, because they were giving Don a hard time because Don had a fucking not a backpack. He had a hockey bag of footballs to be signed. They were like, you can't bring all these footballs and autographs on the plane. This is a business trip. And I'm like, he can't get some autographs? Like, I get made out of fucking hockey bag full of balls, but an autograph on a foot, maybe one ball with everyone, like that should be happening, right? Didn't. So I go to her. I go, these people have paid a lot of money. There's no VIP and he can't have autographs. I go, this is crazy. Well, Phil, it's a business, trip. I go, I've been around football my whole life. Well, I didn't say that at that point. I let it go. Then, I kid you not, this will be the last, and then we'll tell the rest another time.
It was business. They took a lot of Larson's money so you could get on that trip.
Exactly. We're sitting in, I forget the name of the room. Fuck. I want to say it's the George Halas room, but each room has a name. And this is a big, huge legal table. Gorgeous. Carpeted. Really beautiful. You could see they have one of those screens that will come down. They got a flat screen on the back of the room. It was nice in there. Or maybe obviously have big board meetings or something in there. Outside the window. So when you go to training camp, Ivan, the backdrop is where I'm in this building. So when
I've looked ever since you've told me that. I could peer out. I mean, they have, and just to give you guys a idea, because you've never been to training camp, right? Okay, so like I said, so there's the 2 fields by Halas Hall, and then they have, I guess skyboxes, if you will.
Yeah, it's like
they have their own little area up top where obviously Virginia, George, and VIP people hang out.
They can watch practice from
the building.
This is so where I'm sitting is where Ivan's talking about, and they have these fucking blinds, like blinds. Like you would turn or press a button, they go up. You turn the knob and they open up like this so you could see through it. Well, Don Fields gets up and like, oh man, with this deep Missouri accent, they're practicing out there, Phil. I go, oh, they are? We get up. No. Marge said, you can't look out the window. I go, what? You can't look out the window. They're in, mind you, practice again. Practice.
Yeah, which would have been just a walkthrough at that point.
Special teams walkthrough, Shane. They're joking around. I opened the window. I'm like, fuck that. I look through. They're all joking around, standing on the side while the punters are punting and kicking it. It was just special teams. They would not let these people, us, look out the window. Like we're going to give trade secrets to the Cowboys. Like what world are we in? I go to her. I go, are you serious? I thought she was joking. So now there's no VIP, no meet and greet, no autographs, no looking out the window. And then when we get on the bus and go through TSA, we get no hello from Ted Phillips. This is the organization. This is what I'm experiencing right firsthand. And guess what? I kid you not. The same guy they took with a grain of salt, Olin Kreutz, right? Me and Jim had breakfast with him prior to going to Halas Hall. So we're at this breakfast spot that Kaplan and Olin go to all the time. Great breakfast. Olin refuses to let us pay for breakfast. That's the kind of guy he is. No, I'm paying. He's like, I'm just. That is it. That is the room. That is the fucking room right there. Phil's sitting on the left. I'm closest to the window. Right there in the middle. That third seat in where that fucking Star Trek thing was. I'm pressing the button. Like, where's the VIP? She's, don't touch anything. I'm like, where's the VIP? And I didn't even know these people yet. Now they're like family, Don and Rebecca. I go, oh, don't talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. So that's exactly the room. Whoever, Jane, you brought that up. That's where we are. Jim is sitting in the second seat there. Marge is sitting right here with her head would be back to you in this main chair towards us. That TV only broadcasts the soccer game over there. That is the room we're in. They upgraded the blinds there because there were the
only one that was paying attention was Claudio.
So we didn't have to sign an NDA, so I could talk about it. But they probably will never let me come again. No. But they wouldn't let us look out the window. They wouldn't say hello. Obviously, George did, and that broke the ice. And there was something else I was going to tell you. Damn it. You brought up the picture, and it totally brought me back there.
You're talking about going to breakfast with Olin.
Thank you. Olin Kreutz, prior to Brad. I don't think he'll be upset now that I tell this. I'm just going to warn you, Phil. It's what he said to me. And Jim will be on next week's show. He's going to talk about the stadium, and we'll talk about this more. Olin says to me and John, I'm just going to tell you, it's not what you think it's going to be. It's going to be a bunch of hoity-toity, nose holding, nose in the air. That's what I'm just letting you know. I go, really? He's like, I just want to give you a heads up. That's how I am. And it was exactly what Olin said. And to Shane's credit, right now, I believe Kevin Warren would change that. Christ, I was ready to fight to get Chris Zorich Marge's position. I'm like, put Chris Zorich in that position, dealing with all alumni and fans, and Chris would have the ability to, hey, Roquan, hey, Brisker, this guy, this kid, this dude really wants your autograph. When you get a second, let me know. There's a way to do it. I've been around football my whole life. Yeah, it's a business trip. There's plenty of free time. Plenty. They're out fucking playing Madden. They're fucking eating. They're lab. We were down in the lobby. I was talking long time to obviously David Montgomery. I talked a long time with the long snapper. What's his name?
Patrick Scales.
Patrick Scales. Talking a long time with them. There was plenty of time for fans to get a freaking grip on this.
Real quick, before we move on to our next segment here, I found the back and forth with Lawrence Holmes and Dan Weeder, where Lawrence Holmes says that you don't draft the best quarterback.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah.
Let's
so here,
listen to this. This is what we were talking about, being one of the worst football takes.
Yeah, this is from Raphael Sabal on X. If I pronounced your name wrong, I apologize, Raphael. But yeah, let's add this and just listen to this audio. It's mind-numbing.
Nothing wrong with him. If the Bears had a quarterback like Alex Smith, the guy that was in Kansas City, he'd set every record in franchise history. But it was not good enough, in their opinion, to win a championship. They went all in on Mahomes. If you deem someone in this 2024 quarterback class to be better than Justin Fields, you have to select. It's a no-brainer.
But better right now.
But
better next year.
Better win.
Yeah, better immediately.
Well, the goal is
like the guy might have a better career than Justin Fields.
Isn't that the goal?
Not necessarily.
Wow, that's a
what?
No, but
no, it's not, Dan. The goal can be we're trying to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years, not which quarterback is going to win, have the best career when it's all said.
Oh my God, dude!
Swings at winning the Super Bowl to be one of those teams like Aaron Rodgers won one Super Bowl. They were in the mix annually. They were going to conference championships all the time. Patrick Mahomes is in the championship every single season. Dan talks about this all the time, and I think it has to be applied to the quarterback position. Stop settling. We've spent 30 years.
Exactly, Dan.
But
oh my God, Lawrence.
What? I mean, that's like catching your teenager doing something wrong.
Right.
And you know exactly what happened, and then they're just doubling down on bullshit to try to be right, and they're just digging deeper. You don't draft the best. Not necessarily, Dan. You hear Dan Weeder say in there, that's very strange to me. You don't draft the quarterback that you think's going to have the best career. Not necessarily, Dan.
Lawrence would have been the Atlanta Falcons. Lawrence would have took Michael Penix. Like in my eyes, it with that logic, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it makes no sense.
I have no idea. His terminology of not drafting the best quarterback, thinking his mindset, if I'm pulling back the layers of the onion here, he thinks that somehow, and this is a showcase of just how much he doesn't understand how to analyze quarterback play. He, like so many of these other dudes, thought that Justin Fields somehow has improved and is at the cusp of something. The tape said he's nowhere near there. The tape said that, but that's what this guy, like, peeling back, like, wait, we can wait on drafting a great quarterback for our franchise forever when we're this close with this guy that's not close. That's how dumb it is. I've never heard anything that bad. It's insane. It's an absolute horrible football take.
Yeah,
there's no sense in it. But it's no different than, some of these guys that, listen, if it was me having these shitty takes, they would call me out for it, right?
I would call you if you went on air and said that. I would call you out immediately on air. And it would be justified. Ivan would, Sheree. I mean, everybody
we would
here
have a debate. And thank God I Listen, I suck at geography. Math, I need a calculator. Football, I will go toe to toe with any fucking person. I don't flip flop. I'm not Brian Baldinger. That's not my style. I'm Louis Riddick. Tim Hasselback is worse than Lawrence Holmes. There's nobody worse. Tim Hasselback and Dan Orlovsky are fighting for the stupidity awards. That's where they are. I don't even know if they believe what they're saying when they're talking. They're just talking. I have more faith in Angelo Joe Marino breaking down tape than I do Tim Hasselback. Worst. Louis Riddick is a wave rider. That's why you have no job, Louis, as a GM, because you just ride the wave of what Shane was talking about. Like, what does the temperature of the audience say? Then I will say that. Watching back the ESPN draft coverage, I'm watching Louis Riddick, and I'm like, oh, my God. Louis, I'm sorry. Wiggins, the cornerback, isn't what you're saying he is. He's nowhere in the ballpark of the kid from Toledo. All I see is things going on behind me, you in the green room, and I'm laughing. We've had an amazing night. You're muted, so I can't even hear Shane. Can't hear you, Shane.
I know. I'm trying to direct things in the background. You see what just got pulled out of mothballs.
I do. You're doing a great job here. Did Ivan produce something for this? Yes.
Oh yes. It's
my God. He's
last
amazing.
one.
He's amazing.
Shane, you might have to finagle the audio later, but I think it's worth it.
Oh no.
Well, just as long as it's not gonna. Text me what the.
Is it going to trigger?
Yeah, I don't want to strike.
It might not if he's using what I thought he used. Like, is that what you used, Ivan?
No, it's Wapner. Do you know who that is?
Judge?
Yeah.
Like the
People's
Court. I don't think that should trigger something.
Well,
it's only 13 seconds.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. We gotta. There he is.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, Chicago Bears. How's everybody doing?
Angelo Joe Marino. You got to turn your phone sideways, bro.
Turn it sideways.
If I turn it sideways, we'll get a wider.
Oh, my God. I thought he had it all set up. I thought
he's got it locked.
He's got a screen lock. You got to unlock it.
You gotta unlock your screen rotation.
Where do you go for that?
In your settings.
You gotta go in settings.
Is that to the right?
I don't know. You have a fucking Android. We're iPhone guys.
Who's got an Android? Can you help?
Okay, what are settings?
Get Ron G in here.
Go to settings. Where?
I don't know. I don't have your phone.
Phil, can you hear me? This is your dad speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who's this?
This is Shane and Phil. We're
okay. You know, guys, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do the why. They let me do what I hired to do.
Stay right there. Don't move. We'll take
swipe down. Try swiping down. From
Someone
the top
says
of your phone.
swipe down.
Swipe down.
Swipe down.
Nothing.
Do you see anything on there? It's got like a lock.
Got a lock.
And a
You
arrow.
gotta be able to swipe down on an Android.
Down on Android.
We got some Android fans.
Okay.
Does that work while you're in a call?
Yeah.
Device. I don't know if I go to device control or media output.
No.
I don't know.
Is there a lock with an arrow? Drag down the top menu,
and it should be the third icon.
Look at
1,
Mr.
2,
White.
3.
I can go to home.
There he goes.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hey, Coach Shane, why did you guys take me off the show?
Auto rotate.
Oh, there we
Auto.
You want me to just hold it with my hand and I just show?
Show. Do you want to play truth or dare?
No. I just show with my hand. Just keep it with my hand. That's all.
That's it.
Show us the cutouts back there. What do we got going on back
All
here?
right, I got, it's this big barn is 1,500 square feet. So I'm very lonely. So I got two people that keep me company. And one of them is Cars.
Look at
And
that
the other
guy.
one is Angelina Jolie. So they keep me company.
Why is Angelina Jolie wearing Car's bodysuit in that cutout?
I'm not sure why she would. They're here with me.
Who's better looking, Angelina Jolie or Cars?
Angelina Jolie, for sure. I love women,
Yeah.
Even though it might not sound like it, but I do.
So is the mini bike in the barn?
No, the mini bike is at the other house where I live with my parents. Okay. And I'm in the process of getting a bigger one because the Dumb and Dumber one is too small for me. I got to get a bigger one.
Do you have pull down and then there's two arrows in a circle? It says it's literally a phone icon
with two arrows
in a circle. That'll unlock your ability to turn your phone.
Oh, okay. When
you see it?
Link to Windows. Repeat it again, Phil. Say it again.
Hold on. I'm using Mr. White. Mr. Anderson. It's literally a phone icon with two arrows in a circle.
I'm not smart.
Or you can go to settings.
Well, let me go to settings. Okay, yeah.
Then hit display.
Okay, wait a minute. Display.
And then go auto rotate screen. Auto rotate screen.
You must have been at the top of your fucking class.
He's frozen.
He is our Guillermo. That's exactly what he said he is.
Did he froze?
He froze. Pascal, we gotta help him, man. We gotta help him. Lunatics, that's just swipe down twice. Angelo, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys, yeah.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Yeah.
Lunatics says swipe down twice.
Swipe down twice.
Yeah.
Now, do you see the two arrows with a circle? The phone, it should be a phone icon.
There's a picture of Penelope Cruz there.
No. I wish there was, but I don't see her.
Penelope Cruz.
I don't. It says portrait. Now we got it.
There we go.
It said portrait.
Hurry up. Let me see.
All right. Okay.
All right. Now.
Okay. So
turn your phone.
Rotate your phone.
There we
go.
We got it. You said we don't have a problem anymore.
That's right. Can we get a happy? Can we get a happy dance right now?
There.
Give us a happy dance now that you did
Okay.
that.
Wait a minute. Let me get my tripod going here.
The truffle shuffle.
I'm gonna give you the Merino bulldozer.
The Merino.
Can you do the? Do you remember Chunk from Goonies?
Yeah,
remember his dance?
Yeah, I do. I remember him very well, but I forgot his dance.
Yourself.
No.
All right, let me give you the Merino bulldozer.
Here it is. The music for you with that.
Yeah. Oh, we'll clean it up in post. Where did you get the LED sign, Angelo?
From a buddy of mine. I think we got it at a garage sale.
Nice.
Angelo, I love it. You're stepping up.
The open sign means we're open to talk.
There he is. You're also wide open in the end zone. You better catch the football.
I'm ready, guys.
There he is. He's back. You've been waiting for him. Angelo Joe Marino, our Guillermo.
Yeah.
Smash the like button for us. If all super chats during Angelo's appearances go to
directly
Angelo,
to Angelo.
Joe Marino. So if you have a question for Angelo Joseph Marino, now is the time to get it. Is that the train or is that gas?
That's the train. That's correct.
Okay.
We do have the train right in back of me, about 20 feet away.
Angelo Joseph Marino, you are back on TTNL.
I'm happy, guys.
I'm
so happy.
You're gonna start doing videos for our upcoming guests, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got a good one for 4th of July, Angelo.
4th of July.
There's gonna be some very patriotic suspenders, a couple of flags on the mini bike.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, we want to do something cool like that. That's right.
Where's Alex Acevedo when you need him? I need a Angelo Joe Marino bulldozer t-shirt. The new dance, the bulldozer, the new segment. Ask Angelo.
Angelo, what was for dinner tonight?
Tonight we had. What do we have? I had a DeBella sub sandwich.
DeBellas.
Yeah.
DeBellas.
Did you go with the white bread or did you do some?
I went with everything white. Yeah.
Nice.
You went with the Italian grinder?
No, I had the Godfather, which contains salami, capicola, and ham.
What did you have on? What did you have on it for condiments?
Condiments? I had tomato.
Yes.
Oh, I had tomato, banana peppers, onions, oil and vinegar, and salt and pepper.
Just
no lettuce.
No mayonnaise, just salt and pepper.
No, the rule is when you get an Italian sub,
yep,
if it's going to be oil and vinegar and salt and pepper, the mayonnaise is a no-go. Don't put mayo. All Italians know this.
So if I was down there and I didn't know this and I ordered that, but I told him to put some like light mayo on it and your dad saw me doing that, what would he say?
He'd get mad. He'd get mad, very mad.
Like, what would he say, though? Can you reenact what he would say to me? Like in Italian?
It says, I can say it in English. I know what he will say in English. It says, Shay, you can do whatever you want. But when you order an Italian sandwich, you only oil and vinegar. That's it. No mayo.
What if I told him that I don't like vinegar?
Well, then you don't get the oil and vinegar. You just get the mayo.
Then you just do mayo.
Yeah, you just do mayo.
Then you do mayo. And you would be considered a non-Italian.
What are we drinking?
First, wait. We got our first $5 for Angelo Joe Marino from Corn Planter from the great state of Minnesota.
So
Angelo, what is your favorite wing sauce?
My favorite wing sauce is there's many that I like. I like just original hot buffalo. I like hot buffalo wings.
Hot buffalo's number 1 on the Marino 36, the top 36. Angelo's got another super chat for $5. Angelo, how hard is it, Ben, for you living in Dan Marino's shadow all your life?
You want to know something? It's never been hard at all. It's been a pleasure. And the number 13 has been a lucky number. Even the exit number to Wallingford, Connecticut is number 13. And every time I went to Home Depot.
Let's go.
Every time I went to Home Depot with my dad in North Haven, when there was no Home Depot in Wallingford, and we were heading home, I was so happy. I used to yell, I used to say in my head, touchdown, Dolphins, Dan Marino, here we go. Here we come.
Do you know that is my exit? I lived right off that exit.
Yeah.
On Cortland Drive, right there. There I am.
Very good.
You're such a dick. You're such a dick.
You know, people, we are back. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. How you guys feeling?
We are.
I'm excited.
So excited. The summer of Angelo. The summer of Angelo, Shane.
This is the perfect month coming up. The
Yes.
NFL takes a little bit of a break, so we need more Angelo Joseph Marino in our life.
Yes.
So what can you tell me the inside story? Take us behind the scenes and what happened to the suspenders?
All right. I don't know what's going on with my body. It's changing for some reason, and my pants fall down. So back in the 70s and the 80s, men used to wear suspenders. Now they don't wear them no longer because they think it's embarrassing. But I'm going to bring back the trend. I'm going to bring it back.
You're bringing back a new style. The
just like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. We got a bigger strip. Just like you said, yeah, we got a bigger
Angelo, if a lot of fans have asked where you have been, you are famous on our show for drops like this.
Yes. Yeah.
And this. Where's the other one?
No, we're very economical, my family. Facts.
Do you have a Netflix account now?
Yes. I do. Guess how I did it? I got it through my T-Mobile account. I said I want Netflix. Let's add it in, and they added it in, and I love it.
Yes.
Nice.
What is the show, the movie that has prompted your Netflix love? There's a certain movie that you're like asking me about back in January.
Oh, I can't wait for the new Beverly Hills Cop, which is called, I think, Foley.
Yes. Yes.
I'm dying to watch it. That's what made me get Netflix. The Mr. Eddie Murphy, who I haven't seen in such a long time. I can't wait to see that movie.
Big fan of Beverly Hills Cop, Ivan.
I think we might have a segment.
That movie took place in Chicago when he was a cop, right?
Yeah, he was from Detroit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Detroit.
Don't
That's right.
fuck that up, Angelo.
No, Detroit. Yeah.
We got a bigger strip. Angelo, which one is your favorite so
My
far?
favorite, you know what? I watched them all.
Yes.
It's something about number one.
Yes.
Number one is my favorite. I love it when he sticks the bananas in the mufflers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the
Bananas in the mufflers.
Yeah. I love number one too.
Yeah.
A lot of questions for Angelo tonight. A lot of questions for you, Angelo. Are you Sicilian? Are you Sicilian?
I'm going to clarify that, guys. Very good. First of all, I would like to say that I am a proud American of two Italian immigrants that immigrated from Sicily, Italy.
You're a born American boy.
I'm an all-American boy, but I have Italian blood in my veins, running through my veins. So I'm both. I'm an American, and I'm also an Italian.
Jeepers creepers.
No.
Angelo Joe Marino.
Yeah.
Angelo Joe Marino, our guy, our man on the streets. Now, if we go to Chicago, right, we're going to give you a mic. You're going to go on the streets with Ivan. Ivan's going to shoot you.
Not shoot you. He's
not
gonna
shoot you.
He's
like,
going to record you.
I
He's
won't
not gonna
shoot
you.
you. It won't be me.
Videotape you. Let me choose my words.
While leave Ivan, put Ivan back up there
Ivan,
because this is
come
what
back
we
here.
need. This is
what we
Angelo. Do you think you could grow a mustache like Ivan?
Let me take a closer look. I don't have my glasses.
Come on up.
Let me
Well,
take a
he's
closer
moving
look.
on up to the east side.
It's going to take a couple of months, guys. It might
That's
take a couple of
fine.
months.
Can we start today?
The pork chop sideburn.
I can try. I got to see what my parents say. They don't like this. The Partenian Musketeer. They don't like it.
Yeah.
No.
They don't like the Musketeer?
All the chicks
No,
on
no.
all the
What are
chicks
they gonna
on
say about
farmersonly.com love it.
Don't worry about it, Angelo. My wife doesn't love this either.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try.
Those
I'll
aren't
try it
handlebars.
out.
Those are French
You gotta
ticklers.
do it for the television. It's your part. Brad Pitt, he had to put on 30 pounds in his new movie. You got a role to play.
Speaking of movies, Angelo, can you watch this clip? See if you remember this one.
When you come to Connecticut, I'm going to give your kids a ride on the wagon with the mini bike. And there you have it, guys. We got a nice little wagon ride.
I remember all those clips. Yeah. Yeah. Very well done, guys. Very well done.
Yeah.
You approve. You approve of this message.
Man, got another super chat.
Oh, we got another super chat for this guy. Let's see what we got.
No, that was the wrong one. Where did it go?
Oh, we're down at the bottom.
Yeah, down at the bottom. So, Angelo, does
Doyle
pineapple
Paulette for $5, Angelo.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely not. But if you want it, you can have it, but I will not look at it. I'm not going to look at it. Just like they showed on Facebook a picture of Nikki getting held down from Casino. Look, pineapple on a pizza, WB, same thing. I can't look at it. I won't be able to look at it. I'd be dying, I'd be dying. But we live in the United States of America. Of course, you can put anything you like, but I can't have that.
Do you remember Greg Braggs from the show?
The name sounds familiar.
Angelo, do you remember Greg Braggs?
No. Maybe not. Maybe not.
We're gonna bring him on. He's one of your big fans, Angelo.
All right.
We haven't heard from him in a while.
Now, Greg Braggs and Greg Summers, are those the same people?
No.
Oh, no.
Greg Braggs used to be married to Suzanne Summers.
Yes.
Three's Company.
Here,
Yeah.
Chrissy from Three's Company.
Yeah, Chrissy. Yeah, Jack Tripper. Yeah.
The Thigh Master. Yeah, Greg Braggs used to be married to her. He was on our show. Yep.
Angelo, here's a clip of Greg. He's on the bottom. See if you recognize the face.
I'm not smart.
You have to get closer. I'm sorry. I'll play it again. Here, are you ready? Ready? Look at the bottom. Ready?
I'm not smart.
No.
It's so fast.
It's so fast. Yeah, let me hold on 1 second. Let me find it.
No. I like when he says little things like, no.
I love all.
Yeah, I don't know if we have another one of Greg. So
Hold on. We got one of Greg. Do you remember this one of Greg? Where is it?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Where is it? This one.
Nope.
Upper right. He's upper right.
Upper right.
Don't pay attention to me.
Nope. This is football, baby.
All right. So he was married to Suzanne Summers?
Summers, yeah.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Yeah, he looks very young, but
yeah, he looks young there. Yeah.
Have you ever heard his song "Work That Ass for Daddy"?
No, I never heard that song before. No.
Oh, okay. We have to.
So, what is your favorite show that you're streaming right now, Angelo?
Yes, Angelo.
Right now,
Angelo's wearing a Central Connecticut State University shirt. Right?
No, I think it's Central Connecticut.
That's what I said. Central
Connecticut. Yeah.
Blue Devils.
Blue Devils, yeah.
You still have your TTNL swag we gave you?
I do. I was looking for it all night long, but my mom likes to hide my clothes.
What?
Oh.
She hides them. I don't know why.
What is she
She
like?
wants me to find them all the time.
Do you? Do you need?
How is
more
mom
swag?
doing?
Mom is doing good. Mom is doing good.
I saw you pushing your mom and dad on the swing. They both look good.
Yeah. That swing I built for my mom. for Mother's Day about 15 years ago.
Nice.
What kind of wood is it?
Pressure treated.
There you go.
We got
Yeah.
a Central Connecticut alum
That'll
right
stand
here.
up to the weather.
Irish Rasta fan. He is Farian. Irish Rastafarian.
Angelo, one more time here. Do you know this man?
There he is.
That was 40 pounds ago.
I thought it was Angelo for a second.
No, I don't know this man. No.
He could be related to you.
You don't know him, Angelo?
Yeah, we do look alike. Yeah.
There.
I don't know that guy. No.
No. We're gonna get back together in a room.
Model.
Yes.
Angelo, what's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal is Honey Nut Cheerios because I like the taste of the honey and the milk at the end.
Not the nuts.
Oh, no nuts for you, huh?
I like nuts, but as I get older, I notice that my body can't digest it as good.
Yes. You're
Can't
very
digest
good.
nuts? Or the honey?
I don't know what's going on in my intestines, so I don't know.
I hear you.
It might be the 60 chicken wings.
No, it's your body getting old. I think that's what it is. I'm 40 years old now.
40. That's it.
40. Yeah.
We were guessing your age. I thought it was 36. I couldn't remember.
No, 40 years old.
40 years old. When did you turn 40?
This past May 7th.
Oh my
You have a
God.
party?
Happy birthday, Angelo.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Angelo, I'll tell you this. You look way younger than that guy behind you.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cars. Yeah. Yeah.
Cars is a big time golfer now. He golfs all the time.
It's all he doesn't even come on the show. He's too busy golfing
all the time.
Oh, that's good.
Do you golf?
I tried it once in Georgia, in the state of Georgia.
Wow, you've been to Georgia.
Yes. Yeah, nice state.
What'd you go there for?
Savannah?
I had to go to a convention.
Was there a woman involved?
No, but guess what? A lot of Southern women were following me as I was walking down Savannah, Georgia.
Oh,
nice.
I guess Savannah.
Did you get any numbers?
No, unfortunately, I couldn't because I was with my uncle and my aunt.
Matt wants to wish you a happy birthday, Angelo.
Oh, thank you very much, Matt. Thank you very much.
Scottish Bear says 40, life just begins, Angelo.
That's right.
At 40.
40.
We got another super chat from Corn Planter again. Now with Netflix, now that you have it, have you watched Stranger Things yet, Angelo?
There's so much to watch. Right now, I'm watching El Chapo.
El Chapo.
El Chapo Guzman.
Okay.
Yes, very interesting life. I can't believe it. What an intelligent man. I know he did a lot of illegal things, but what an intelligent man. Even was listed in Forbes magazine as a very smart businessman in his field, which was illegal.
Was murdering and killing and selling drugs.
Well, that too. That comes with the territory. But we won't talk about
We're
that.
not here to judge. Jesus Christ.
He's a very smart businessman. Angelo, I will advise you to watch Stranger Things. I think Corn is onto something. It has an 80s vibe. Angelo will enjoy that. There's a sci-fi part about it. So yeah. Can you put that on your list?
Look at if you want to come up to the screen again.
Come up to the screen again.
You may recognize Greg.
Wait, go back towards cars and give a little. Can you give us a little bulldozer?
Yeah. This is Greg Braggs right here. See if you remember him from this.
Oh, that is just.
No.
What the hell is he doing? Give me a little bulldozer Marino real quick. One more time.
All right. I'm going to try to see. Let me see.
You're right there. Go back to the cars and give us the bulldozer.
All right.
Right there is good. Got cars in the background. Back up a little bit.
I can't have a desk in back of me.
Oh no! Step to your right.
Yeah.
Go back.
up.
You got that
There
little
you go.
hallway there. There you now start it. Go ahead. Give us the bull. Here it is. The bull. Da 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 da. Hey,
Angelo, what is in all those gallon jugs right there to your right?
Vinegar, white vinegar.
Jane, it's El Chapo.
Chapo, these will be safe until you get out.
No, I'm not part of it. Don't worry about it.
It's my cousin El Chapo. We got another super chat. Milkshake Mike, $5. Welcome back, you absolute legend. What would your last meal be if you were on death row?
Great one. Anything
This is a
goes.
great one.
And who would serve it to you?
No.
Who would you have serving
Penelope
you the meal?
Cruz.
And what would be your last meal?
My last meal would be
David
pizza.
Koresh, El Chapo, and I want toaster strudel.
No, I know exactly what I want. And I'm so thankful to be in this state of Connecticut. Pepe's Pizza, shook clams with the white sauce with bacon. Well done, baby. Not a medium, but a large. I would take that down, polish it in my body, and go to heaven.
All right, well, that's the appetizer. This is your last meal. What else?
That's
do you
my
have?
last meal would be that pie.
He wants
Oh,
the Pepe's Pizza, man.
Yeah, but you
A
listen.
large pie by himself at Pepe's.
Yeah.
All right,
He
so
likes
what
the
do you-
clam casino pie.
You got to have a couple added things with it, though, Angelo. Come on, this is the last.
Get a
time.
What's your
couple
dessert?
sides.
What about
Get a
dessert?
Get a couple
Dessert?
sides.
Your mom's banana bread? Isn't
No,
that
my
what-
dessert would be a tiramisu, which is an
Tiramisu.
Italian dessert.
Yeah.
Tiramisu, pull me up.
Tiramisu?
Yeah, tiramisu.
There you go.
What are you
Tiramisu.
drinking?
I was drinking Red Bull.
No, for your last meal.
What's your
Last
drink?
meal, it would be the best bottle of red wine.
Not that
Oh.
chlorophyll that's on the shelf back there?
No. That's El Chapo's.
I was surprised. I thought Angelo was gonna go steak, a filet mignon. No,
No. Angelo
have never-
knows what he likes.
you
So,
have
Angelo,
never been to modern pizza.
I'm gonna be coming down there. I might be bringing my son, and we're gonna go
Okay,
out
I
for
heard
pizza.
that. It'd be a pleasure to see you, Shane, in person.
And I'm gonna eat one of those pizzas with you. I've never had that.
All right,
He's
all
gonna
right.
eat it. He's gonna eat it.
Hopefully, I'm
And you
there.
want to know something? I lived in the state of Connecticut all my life. I never been to modern.
I know.
I'm so ashamed. I gotta go. It's
We're
going
taking
to
it.
make history.
Yeah. Well, see if you
Did I
and I
wait,
have dinner
Shane?
there. Hopefully, you remember. I had dinner there with Claudio, and he never even remembered it.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't that? Hey, Angelo, go grab that cutout of Cars, and we need you to bring it up. And I want you to talk to Cars because you haven't talked to him in a long time. Tell us what you think of him and how much you miss him. Bring him up, just like you're
There he
standing
is.
next to him. Get on the other side of him. There you go.
Good. That's good. Put
Move
him
over just
like
a little
right
bit
on your
more.
hip.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're over his shoulder.
Yep.
All right,
Talk to
buddy.
him.
Cars, I just want to say that you're the Donatello of the TTNL show. The genius, I guess. No. Shane is the genius. But you're the Donatello. I see you as the Donatello of the TTNL show. Smart guy as well. And I hope you enjoyed golf, buddy. Hope you like golf.
Can you sing to him in Italian?
you like golf.
Sing him a little song in
No, that's
Italian.
one thing I cannot do is sing. I'm practicing how to learn how to sing, but from 1 to 40, I can't sing. I don't know how to sing well.
It looks like the two of you are taking a selfie together.
Yeah.
Look at that. Get a picture of that, Ivan.
Mm-hmm.
There they are. Cars and Angelo. Two of TTNL's finest right there.
Yeah.
We finally got you back Angelo Joe Marino. You see him in the drops. Many people asking. He thought I was bullshitting. But already tonight, the super chat.
We're back. We're back to higher. We're back here.
Summer of Angelo. Now, I had this idea of this show called Manja Angelo, and it was a TTNL original. Angelo would go around to restaurants in the state of Connecticut. He would go in, ask them permission, and be like, what is the house special? And that's what Angelo would have to eat. And he would review it, and we'd put it on our Patreon channel. And then, but Angelo wants to be worldwide, Shane. He wants to be on the.
You got to start out with baby steps, right?
Got to start out with the
Hey, wait a
Patreon.
minute, guys. I just want to make sure this. Is it true that New Haven pizza is the capital pizza of the United States of America?
No, of the world.
The world.
Of the
We
world.
have won. We have been voted.
Telling me.
No, it's official now.
Yeah, it is official.
It is official. Wow.
It's been.
I'm so thankful to be in Connecticut. Wow. Beautiful.
He loves Connecticut.
Yeah, I love Connecticut now.
I'm trying to get out. He's living here. No. So are we waiting for Shane to bring Angelo to his first modern pizza?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Absolutely.
Steph almost was going to take him this weekend.
I gotta pick.
When is you going to be your week? When is your date that you could come down?
Well, Angelo, what weekends are you available? I know
he's
you're very busy.
always available.
Right now, I'm always available, Shane. I'll have an open pocket for you. I'll have an open pocket for you for sure.
All right.
I'm not gonna make you come all the way from New York and miss me. Trust me, I'm gonna come and give you a big hug as soon as I see you.
Oh, I'm hugging you first,
Oh my
buddy.
God, we got to film this hug.
What is Angelo underneath the vinegar? What are all those?
Salt.
What is it?
It's salt.
Salt and vinegar. You can make your own fucking chips there, bro.
All we need is a bunch of potatoes.
You know, those are my least favorite potato chips in the world, salt and vinegar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
least
we got
favorite.
the salt and vinegar. So,
Angelo, I'll have to take you to another pizza place until we get to modern with Shane.
Angelo, how do you feel about dessert pizza?
I tried it with Nutella. It's called Nutella, which is a chocolate hazelnut spread.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with it. You know, it's good.
Right.
But I like my traditional pizza, you know?
Me too.
Angelo, have you been to Zanelli's?
I have, yeah.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
I did. Very impressed.
Yes, the homemade pasta.
Yeah.
That's where the Nutella pizza dessert is. Is that where you had it?
I haven't had it there. I've had it over a friend's house where he has a brick oven.
Oh yeah.
Oven.
Yeah.
And he made it with Nutella. His name's Mike. My friend Mike.
Rez?
Mike Valentino. He's a nice good guy.
Mike Valentino. Shout out to you, Mike.
Oh yeah, he knows. He's good stuff. He knows how to cook good too.
It's great to have Angelo back. He's our hype man. He's taking back the job.
I'm back, baby.
We're excited to have you back.
Like Ghostbusters 2. We're here to hire.
Yes. You went to the new Ghostbusters. You were a fan.
Yes, I did. That day it was freezing. I had just a t-shirt.
Yep.
And I said, I forgot what I said, but it went good with the movie. It's cold outside. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. It was something like that, you know?
Yes, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
What are you, an AMC guy, or are you going to the Hoyts or the Hollywood Holiday?
I like to go everywhere. I like to go everywhere, but normally I just go to Wallingford because I like to stay in my little big bubble. You know, I like to travel that far.
We're gonna bring you to AMC over here in Southington. Gonna get you.
I've been to an AMC in Norwalk, Connecticut, with my cousin Angelo.
So far. That's so far.
I love that your cousins. I love that your cousin's name is Angelo.
Yes, that's after Italian tradition. After my grandfather, the first boy shall be named after the father. It's an old tradition custom.
There you go.
Are you related to Jerry Angelo?
Jerry who?
Angelo.
Angelo, yeah.
Who's on first?
Jerry Angelo. That's his name.
No.
Who's on first? His name is Jerry. His last name's Angelo.
Angelo.
Oh, no, I'm not related to him.
Yes. Well,
how's the dating scene in Wallingford? If you were to rank it.
I talked to a couple of buddies of mine. Because we are in 2024, remember back in the early 90s when you had to grow a pair of balls and go up to a girl and ask her out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that no longer exists. That's what we call obsolete. You have to go on a digital website for dating. Or
Speaking of early 90s.
Text,
Who's that, Angelo?
that was you, Phil. Okay.
It is him. It is.
Yeah, Phil will remember.
1991, right there.
Yeah, Bullet said he was a fill-in for Kid and Play.
So,
August 1991, right there.
Wow, Phil, you look good with that high top hair.
I had the high top fade. That's right.
High top fade.
That's right.
Angelo, did you sell any flowers for Mother's Day this year?
No, not this year. No.
Do you remember a couple of years ago you were selling flowers and I had you dancing out by the road?
Yeah.
Doing that?
Yeah.
You did a great job. I would play it, but we'll get dinged for the copyright because of the music. But it was it was great.
Boom, boom,
Can I put cars down and sit down or no?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Give him a big hug.
Give him a kiss on the cheek. Give him an Italian kiss on the cheek. I can't wait for Cars to watch this. If he's not watching it,
I already texted him.
Oh, it's so good to have Angelo Joe Marino, our hype man, back.
Oh yeah,
we do have to get. I've already have 3-4 texts about when is the Angelo Joe Marino swag going to be in the swag shop already.
Wow.
Already. I can't. Steph and I are going to take you to dinner. Once Shane decides which weekend is going to work for him, we're going to set it up where we all go to Modern. Hopefully Ivan can get out here.
Yeah, we're talking about a caravan.
Yeah,
a caravan. A lot of people
hitchhiking. There was a couple people that wanted to go.
Clemens coming back from Cali. Get him and the reunion. We'll have to rent out Modern Pizza, for God's sake.
Wow.
So many people want to. Your cousin Angelo's not invited, though.
All right, I'll tell the big guy. Chewbacca head. He's got curly hair, so I call him Big Chewbacca head.
He's got a huge head. I was trying to watch a movie.
Chewbacca from Star Wars.
Which Star Wars is your favorite, Angelo?
I like Star Wars. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, but which one is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite? It's the one where he fights Anakin, fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "Give up, Anakin. I have the high ground." That one there, but I forgot which one it was.
That is the one with the red guy. The red guy.
That was
Which one is that? It's
oh my god.
It's in the other chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angelo, if you could pick any lightsaber, what color would it be?
Revenge of the Sith.
It'd be the
Good
one
job.
that I have at home, which is a light blue. Anakin Skywalker's original lightsaber.
Okay.
We have several choices for Angelo's swag. One is no. We're very economical in my family. There's yes.
Born American boy.
Born American boy. I gotta do what I gotta do. TTNL. I like that.
Yeah.
Ivan. We got choices, man. And Angelo, the bulldozer, the Merino bulldozer shirt, and we got to get AO Max to make a song We got to get a Angelo Bulldozer song. What is it? The Merino Bulldozer?
The Merino Bulldozer.
Okay, the Merino Bulldozer song. I like that.
That works.
Axel Foley.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of ideas for Angelo swag. We got to get him up there. Jose Torres wants, I got to do what I got to do.
Okay, sounds good. I like that one.
And it's got TTNL on the back or on the front. I got to do what I got to do. And there's Angelo and then TTNL. Then we got you saying yes. And on the back is breaking news. And in 1985, the Bears won the Super Bowl via bullets. Right on the back.
Was the fridge on that time when they won? Was the refrigerator on the team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on that too, huh?
Do you remember those days, Angelo?
I remember the people talking about the fridge when I was little.
You do.
The big guy.
Yes. You're 40 years old. So in 1985, how old was he? What year were you born?
1984.
So you were 1 year old.
1 year old, yeah.
1 year old. This guy remembers the fridge. Look at that. That's the power of the William Perry. Do you remember the Super Bowl song? Bear down. That's right. Can you do the Caleb Williams Bears claw for him? Go ahead. That's it. That's it. Give it one. Give him one. Give a one on your right hand. Do the right. There. Just one. Hold it up like that. Right next to you. Over to your right. The other way. Your other right. The other. There it is. There it is. Take a shot. Caleb. This is Angelo Joe Marino.
Wallingford, Connecticut.
Wallingford, Connecticut. Oh, Mike. Don't put this one up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
USC, you're repping Caleb.
I was repping Caleb way back then. Look at me.
Look at Claudio there on the right. He looks totally different.
The guy in the middle, true story, is a Packers fan to this day. And he's wearing a Bears hat. Look at him.
How does that happen?
Because he's a punk. He's a punk-ass Packer fan. Remember he was taking shots at our little show?
Oh, that's him, huh?
That's him.
Let's get him on the show.
We could at some point.
Yeah.
Could we not go through Phil's Facebook pics?
I've been doing it for the past 20 minutes. We're not done yet.
Oh my God, dude. Wait, is that drums?
No, it's the spring to this.
Angelo,
had drums back there.
How many cigarettes a day do you smoke, you think?
Oh my God, Angelo.
I'm a little ashamed. I never thought I would smoke, but as you get older, I bought my first pack when I was 18 years old. At that time, that was the legal age. And I get a little nervous. It calms me down. The tobacco from Virginia calms me down, but I got to quit, though.
How many? But you totally disregarded my question. How many cigarettes a day do you smoke, you think?
Half a pack. I've been cutting down. Half a pack.
So what were you at your worst?
Holy shit.
A pack.
And what
pack a day?
Yeah.
You buzzed all your hair off, huh?
Yeah, summer haircut.
Look at that. Very aerodynamic. You probably get another 3-4 gallons, a mile on the mini bike with an aerodynamic cut like that.
I'm getting it fixed tomorrow. I'm putting a brand new carburetor.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Are you installing it yourself?
TTNL stickers on it.
No, I'm going to have somebody do it. And what I want to do this summer, I want to get a Chicago Bears flag.
Yes.
A mini bike.
I can give you a TTNL one.
Yeah.
Put that one up there. I got an extra one.
How long would it take you to drive to Southington?
Oh,
man. On the mini bike.
That'd be a death wish.
No, if he goes the back roads, he can go the back roads. He'd make it here. In a car, it takes me like to get to Wallingford. You would have, I'll go across 68 past Highland School.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know 68. Yeah, I know 68.
You go across 68 and you go on Highland Avenue and you go across 68 and go the back roads by the reservoir up, and they go up that hill and you'll get where you can't go anymore. You take a right. Now you're on Cheshire Road. You bear to the left, and that'll take you straight into Southington. It's easy.
You know what, guys?
You don't need any highways. It literally, I drive to Neil's Donuts, the back roads. Takes me 18, not 18. It takes me 12 minutes.
Okay.
It'll probably take you like 30 minutes on your mini bike.
30 minutes, yeah.
That would
Angelo,
be great.
favorite donut. Favorite donut.
Oh, he's a big Neil's Donut fan.
Yeah, I love Neil's, man. #1 donut shop in Connecticut.
Shane had that as well.
I did.
I like the maple walnut. Walnut glazed donut.
I never would have guessed that.
And I also like their coffee rolls too. Their coffee rolls are huge, this big.
Oh my God, they're huge.
They're good.
Oh yeah, the coffee roll. You
Yeah.
know what that is, Ivan? Do they have those in Chicago?
A coffee roll?
Yeah.
What is it, like a coffee cake, but a roll?
No, it's like a wrapped dough several times with cinnamon in the middle of it, with glazed over the top. Sure,
cinnamon
Shane
roll?
could pull up a fucking.
Cinnamon roll, yeah.
It's like a cinnamon roll, but it's giant.
Phil, you might have to say this: a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, it's the original. The coffee roll was invented before the Cinnabon.
Yeah, cinnamon, yeah.
And let me tell you, that thing is huge.
Huge town.
Especially at Neil's Donuts. Neil's Donuts is like what Dunkin' was when we were kids, when they would actually make a donut that wasn't 3 inches big. They used to be giant when I was a kid. Dunkin' is the most expensive, overrated, dirty water coffee I've ever had.
Speaking of Dunkin', Angelo went there tonight. Did you get your double?
Yeah. What'd you get?
I got a double shot espresso with 2 sugars.
Nice.
Double shot espresso, 2 sugars.
What time are you going to bed tonight? 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch my episode with El Chapo and go to bed around 2:30.
Dude, what time do you wake up?
I wake up. You know what? My body has been waking up early, even though I stay up late. Around 8 o'clock.
There it is. 8 o'clock, Ivan. Mark it down.
I got it.
Don't call him before 8. Angelo, favorite donut, maple glazed. Wow.
Maple walnut glaze. Yeah.
Mine is glazed. The regular glaze that Neil's. Oh my God. Stephanie loves the jelly donut.
I don't think I've ever heard you call her Stephanie.
Well, he calls her that. So I was.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He goes, "Hello, Stephanie. How?"
What?
Do we get a what shirt?
What?
I just had a coffee roll today at the bakery in Chicago by Division in Milwaukee. Ivan knows those streets. Yeah, coffee roll. Similar. Coffee roll is similar to the cinnamon bun.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Try a coffee roll. Next time you go to like a fresh Italian or a donut shop. Shane, what's your favorite donut? Quick.
Oh, jeez.
Chicago North Side saw it today.
Yeah, I think I'd be right there with you, man. Just
You're
with
glazed?
Glazed, yeah.
Yeah. I love the glaze when it's like it cracks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Flakes
not
a
that
little bit.
wet glaze.
Yeah.
Once I see that wet, sticky, I can't. That's the wrong way it's made. Like they put that in the Stop and Shop or wherever grocery, like in a fucking plastic thing. I see people buying it and it's all sticky. I'm like, no fucking way. It's like giant sugar sticky trap. What about you, Ivan?
Man, before fucking Duncan took it out, the toasted coconut.
Toasted coconut. I never had that one.
Yep, obviously it was right next to the coconut, but it was browned. They toasted it a little bit. They left it in, cooked it a little longer.
Nice.
And, yeah, it was delicious.
Nice.
Angelo, what do you think the most concerning part of the Bears is heading into the season?
I haven't done my homework, Shane. I'm not sure yet.
Angelo's the hype man.
You call me off guard.
Angelo, you are excited about Caleb Williams being the new Bears quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yes, buddy. It's the best we've ever been at quarterback. Angelo, we're going to get you a Caleb Williams jersey to wear.
Okay.
Get you ready, bro. He went to USC.
I got one that has the number 13 on it, Angelo. You want that one? Or
yes. That would be perfect for him.
Love that number. The number's good.
Number 13.
He does love 13, Ivan. So there we go.
Perfect, Ivan. Get him a 13. Anybody that had bought a 13. Well, I'm gonna look for pictures of you.
I don't have to have, but they took my Facebook away, so you're fucked.
Oh my! The high top fade.
I warned you last night with your dad.
Oh my god! Did my dad know it was me? First he didn't, and he's like, "Wait, that's Phil."
That kid couldn't even play middle linebacker. He's too short.
Oh my God, Robert Nash. He wants you to come to the Big E in September for the Cream Puffs, Angelo. You ever been to the Big E?
You want to know something? I've never been to the Big E.
Because it's not in Connecticut.
It's not in Connecticut.
It's in Massachusetts, Jane.
That's the biggest fair in the whole country of America?
It's the biggest fair on the East Coast. I don't know.
Okay,
I think the Texas Country Fair, when Oklahoma and Texas play, is the biggest. But I could be wrong.
Angelo, do you know who this is?
Phil, can you hear me? This is your dad speaking. Can you hear me? I'm in space.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
That's Coach Attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
There he is, Coach.
Did you hear what he was saying?
Hey, Phil. I think you're in space, he said, I think, right?
Yeah, he was in space. He found Claudio's Ziploc bag.
Smoke weed every day.
There's Claudio.
Yeah.
Are you going to go to Claudio to get your haircut?
Yeah, why not?
That's what we need you to do.
All his antiques there.
This is what I need you to do. You're going to go in there. You're going to film it, though. You got to have your camera open and ready. You sneak up in there, and then you just film how Claudio reacts to when he sees you.
Don't text him.
Don't text him.
Show up.
Just show up.
Walk in with your Android.
Yes.
recording.
And then we're going to get the Claudio reaction.
This is what we need you to do. See, this is how we work here. I need you to go in through the door, and I need you to say, "Hello, everybody. I'm a born American boy, Angelo Joe Marino from Wallingford, Connecticut.
Okay.
I need a shave, Claudio. That's how you need to do when you walk in. Do that. Can you make that happen?
Can you do it?
It happened,
There you go. We'll give you the script. You don't have to stick to it. You can, Robin Williams a little bit. You can ad lib. We know you like to ad lib a little bit.
Phil, to Chi-Town's point, you do look Puerto Rican.
Well, it's not the first time he's heard that.
I've heard this my whole life, guys. So yeah,
He looks like somebody's cousin.
It's my cousin, yeah. My cousin. Dude, I rapped. Angelo knows I'm famous around these parts. Rap.
Yes, you are, Phil.
De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. Now you hear it keeping it 100. Where's Matt? What's his name? Fuck, I just lost his name.
Thanks.
Matt Brewer. Where is he? Ready every time the Keeping It 100 song comes on. Jose Torres will be ready. Kerry Franklin. I've never seen a white dude get up and dance like Kerry Franklin does for Keeping It 100. He does the polar plunge, for God's sake.
Every day.
Would you do the polar plunge, Angelo?
You told me, Phil.
Yeah.
I would like to know how it is, how deep you're gonna go, and how high.
You're not gonna be too deep. We're just right up to your chest, right above your nipple.
Hey, you know the cold tubs that people get into every day?
Oh yeah, I can tolerate that.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Next cold.
Do you know anybody with a cold tub?
No, but we can make our own, can't we?
Hell yeah,
yes, we can do it.
Yeah.
Ivan's a fucking engineer.
Get about, I think, by my calculations, we're gonna need 43 and a half bags of ice. I already did the calculations and a hose. You have a hose?
We could do it in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but wait a minute, guys. We can't do it over my house because my parents get mad.
No, your dad will hold the hose.
No, my dad would kill me.
Why would he be upset? You're just jumping in the ice water.
No, honey, you're gonna get you cold and you can't.
Do you have one of those barrels with wine, a wine barrel?
We used to have them. We no longer carry them.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. We needed you in the wine barrel.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Stop, guys.
That wasn't even me. No, Tampa Taylor doesn't believe that that's you.
It's me. It's me. 1991.
I'm not going to go back, but you actually have that twice on your Facebook pages. There's one that's a little more clear and in color. I just found. But
really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Don't.
It's saved on my phone, but
boy. Yeah. I'm gonna go. We should put everybody's senior picture up.
Oh, that was your senior picture?
No, that wasn't. My senior picture's worse.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sure that it's worse than that.
Angelo, that better be spring water, buddy.
Angelo, what was your senior quote? Do you remember? In the yearbook.
Yeah, free El Chapo. I fucking have his yearbook.
I don't remember good. But when I was class president of Lyman Hall, I used to.
You were class president?
Yes, I was.
What?
What the fuck?
Did you stuff the ballot box, or was this a legit?
Your book.
Breaking news. The Tape Never Lies Network. Breaking news.
There he is, class president,
Mr.
Angelo
President.
Joseph Marino. Mr. President, can I ask you a question? Yes. Your favorite dessert, what would that be, Mr. President?
Tiramisu. Yeah.
Tiramisu. I can't believe this breaking news. Class president. What year?
Class of 2003.
There you go, Shane. Class of 2003. That could be a new T-shirt as well for Jose.
Was it a close election?
No, I won by a landslide. We used dead voters.
Was your dad?
It went the Kinkos and
was your dad strong arming the voters?
Yeah. I also had a brother in Florida as governor. We won there too.
Oh my God. We need to see this senior picture, Angelo.
I'm gonna have to find my yearbook and try to look up my face.
Please send a picture to Shane.
Yeah.
want your senior pictures. And if you're a patron, you could start posting your senior pictures as well. I want to see. That'll be fun. I know the Bears posted all of the senior pictures of the new rookies. I think they're going to start posting. I think they did DJ Moore and company, Cole Kmet. So not just the rookies. That would be a fun show. The senior picture. If you share Scottish Bear, do they even do that in Scotland? Do they have yearbooks in other countries, Angelo? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure they would have it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, do they have a yearbook?
Yes.
Ivan?
In Puerto Rico, how the fuck should I know?
I don't know.
I'm from Chicago. I'm a born American boy, just like Angelo. I got Puerto Rican blood running through my veins, whatever that is. But no, I mean, in Puerto Rico, I'm sure they do. Yes. A couple yearbooks here, so
yes, maybe they do. I never thought about it till tonight. In Italy, do they have fucking yearbooks?
I'm not sure. They might have them now.
Well, I have no clue either. We need to find this out. We have a lot of fans from all over the world, Angelo. You got Scottish Bear. You're in the chat. Yearbook not here. Look at that. So they don't have it in Scotland.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
The t-shirt goes President of the Hype Club, established 2003. What do you think of that t-shirt, Angelo?
It's a good one. I like it.
I like it.
Hype Club Prez.
He comes out. We need his own music, AO Max, for the, what is it called? The Marino Bulldozer. What does Coach McQueenie call you?
The submarine.
There he is. Look at that handsome dude, man.
The Submarino. Look at that was Angelo that I knew. Working out, getting ready for football. They're riding Dominic the donkey.
Drumming up votes.
He's drumming up votes. You gonna vote for me?
I'm a Republican.
There he is. We're gonna have to share your senior pictures with us. That'll be the next thing. I want to see our fan senior pictures. I'll pull mine out. Ivan, I could see. I wonder, what was your quote, Ivan? Do you remember yours?
You know, I don't even know if we had a quote, Phil.
Really?
I'm pretty sure we didn't have quotes.
No quote. Shane, you had a quote, right?
I did. Oh, Jesus, Phil,
We'll have to pull it out.
Yeah.
At least you had a quote. I know. I remember my quote. Mine was respect all, fear none. That was my quote. And I got it from Mount Vernon High School.
That's a good one, Phil. I like that one.
Mount Vernon, we played in summer. We would go to football camp. That's where I met Heavy D. I was in 8th grade. Heavy D was a senior at Money Earning Mount Vernon. You talk about them getting off the bus. They'd be drumming their pads to a beat. It was the crazy. It sounded like a marching band. It was like, but a hip hop beat. It was like boom, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom, ka, off their pads and hands. It was like the greatest motivation. Like you were so hyped up, and Heavy D was leading Heavy D boys, Money Earning Mount Vernon. But they would say, respect. Oh, they had a T-shirt. Respect all, fear none. And I was like, I fucking love that.
Is that a train?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Angelo's train.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell's going on now?
That's the
Joe on the train.
That's Angelo's the Marino Bulldozer right there. Corn Planter remembers his quote, life ain't nothing but bitches and money, Angelo.
Yeah, and a bitch ain't one. We got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Connecticut Rail House behind Angelo in Wallingford, Connecticut.
We have everything in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Yes, Wallingford has a nice little downtown. They've cleaned it up down there.
Yeah.
A lot of nice restaurants. You got Knuckleheads over there. Archie Moore. I believe Archie Moore's wings are better than Jay Timothy's over here near Southington.
Well, I'm proud of being from Wallingford, Connecticut, but Phil, I've been to J. Timothy's, and they're really, I gotta say, I think they're the best in the state of Connecticut.
See, I think Archie's has them beat. Every time I've gone there, Jay Timothy's does them dirty, Shane.
Yeah.
Do you know about that? They double fry them.
Yeah.
I think the last 3 times there, I've been a little disappointed.
Well, that sucks.
But Archie Moore's in Wallingford, Connecticut is outstanding wings there. There he is, the Submarino.
Where's that at?
That's in Wallingford.
He was in
He was in now.
That's me at the Army Barracks in the Brun Turnpike.
Oh, the Berlin Turnpike.
Yeah.
Oh, Angelo Marino. If you're just tuning in, he's back, the hype man for TTNL. We're going to have a lot of fun this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Angelo's going to be doing some hype videos. Share them when...
There's a lot of fire in this belly. We're going to let it all out this summer.
Are those, is that because of the hot wings, Angelo, or...
No.
Make sure you move cars before you let some of that off.
No, I got a lot of hype out,
I got hype. I got hype coming out of my ass.
Yeah.
There's the hype right there.
Yeah.
Well, Angelo, we're gonna start to wrap up here. Do you wanna
say anything? Got any news? Breaking news?
I'm so jolly tonight, man. So happy to be on the show. And we're just getting started. This is just the top of the iceberg.
Yeah.
We're gonna down the Titanic. Oh yeah.
We're gonna take down the Titanic and everything.
That's right. Anything that away.
Did you hear they're redoing the Titanic?
Yeah, would you go on a submarine down to the Titanic, Angelo?
Oh my God, dear no! I will never go there. Never.
Just too
I
scared?
will not. I wouldn't want to meet Mr. Jack Dawson. No way.
Yeah. From Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
No. Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
Now, would you go on the Titanic? They're rebuilding it. Would you go on it if we?
No, it's hard luck. I'm very superstitious. I'm pretty sure if the number 1 went down, number 2 could go down as well.
Are you afraid of boats?
I'm not afraid of boats. I'm afraid of sharks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm not afraid of boats.
Look who's in the chat. Finally, he woke
There
up.
he is.
There's your boy, Alex Acevedo.
Oh my God, Alex, how are you?
Pure bliss.
Do you remember the
Pure
day we were on the
bliss.
phone with Angelo for, I
Yes.
don't know, maybe almost 2 hours, and he thought I was Alex Acevedo the entire time?
No, Alex.
Hey, when did you get on here? And I been on the phone with you for 2 hours. Oh, I thought it was Alex Acevedo.
I thought it was Alex Acevedo. Pure bliss. Pure bliss. That's my word. That's another great Angelo moment.
That's a good phrase.
Pure bliss.
But Angelo, we're gonna let you sign everybody off, but we need you to send people out with some words of encouragement in Italian. Can you do that for us? Go back there and sit in your chair. Light a cigarette. Get back there.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Light a cigarette. Get back there in your chair. Put your feet up on the table.
This is all on you now.
And give us some life lessons in Italian.
Robin Williams, ad-libbing.
Give him some music, Phil. Give him some music in the
Can
background.
before you start, can you give a pure bliss? You got a request for a pure bliss.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pure bliss. 1,500 square feet of pure bliss.
All right, get those feet up. We need the feet up on the desk. You're leaning back a little bit.
All right.
We need some good life advice, but it's got to be all in Italian. And then we're going to sign off when you're done.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, don't pull a hammy. There you go.
Are we going to be able to hear him?
Okay. When do you want to start, guys?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Ready?
Ragazzi, stasera devo dire cubano, which means in Italian, who goes slow and very careful will go far. My coach Ron Marone, knows this phrase very well. He knows it.
Angelo Joe Marino. One last request. We're going to send us out. You're going to end the show. You're going to ad-lib the ending. You're happy to be back. You're going to speak a couple of things in Italian. And then you're going to say ciao. You're going to have the cigarette. You got to have the cigarette, right?
So walk up to your phone.
We need you to come closer now.
But leave the cigarette in the mouth and don't touch it while you're talking.
Yeah. You're El Presidente, El Chapo. You got it?
It's all you, kid.
All off the top. We don't have a script on this show.
It doesn't even need to be in Italian. Just send us
Yeah,
off
you just
with
you're gonna
words
end the
of
show.
Encouragement and things that the most important things that you've learned in life.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Okay, always be strong and never give up.
You gotta give me more than that. That's very, very short. Like you gotta there's somebody out there that needs some words of encouragement. That's like, you remember when you were like, guys, I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You gotta win your negative fan, the haters over now. This is your shot.
So give us about 35 to 40 seconds.
Yeah. End the show.
Talk about anything. Talk about how much you love your mom and dad for taking care of you. How much you love your mini bike.
You're happy to be back with TTNL, the mini bike shining.
How much you love Honey
Go
Nut
Bears.
Cheerios.
But go Bears. You got to end with go Bears.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
All
Do your
right.
thing.
You know, everybody, I'm not the best looking tool in the shed, and I'm not the dumbest. I got intelligence, but I'm not too smart. I got people that love me, and I got people that hate me, but I don't care. As long as we all doing good, that's what matters. And always know there is a higher power above you, which is God the Almighty. And know this, if you are born and you live in the United States of America, you are already 1,000 paces ahead of everybody. Even though the American dream is hard to clutch in your hand, as long as this works, and this works your heart and your brain, you will run like an American Mustang in the fields of Montana. Be proud, everybody, and don't hate. Start participate. That's all I have to say.
And go Bears.
Go Chicago Bears.
We got a bigger strip.